We're in Arkham, Massachusetts. It is October the 24th, 1927. It was a dirty night. The kind where the rain came down in sheets and the thunder rolled like the world was tearing itself apart. River Street was empty except for the glow of the gas station's neon sign bleeding off the puddles and the low hum of a car idling in the alley behind Nolan's garage. Tommy Two-Face Coletti stood there, collar up, cigar burning low between his teeth. The rain hissed when it hit the ember, pouring it out. Goddamn weather. Hey, any of you guys got a light, huh? He was talking to someone in the dark, his voice low, calm, confident. Too confident for a man who was about to die. The shadowy figures remained silent. Yows can tell, O'Banion, I ain't afraid of dying. I got insurance, see? All kind of insurance, the real kind. Lightning flashes. The figures around him stepped from the shadows, coats soaked, hats pulled low. Carletti's grin didn't waver, even as he realised what was coming. Hey now, come on boys, he said. You know the rules. One to the back of the head, nice and clean like. But they didn't go for clean. They opened up with a hail of lead from a cadre of Tommy guns. Bullets ripped into Coletti's chest, throat, stomach. The shots echoed off the garage's walls, swallowed by thunder. Carletti stumbled, staggered, and danced like some mad marionette, then hit the wet concrete hard, still grinning through the blood that pooled around him. One of the assassins stepped forward, pulled a silver hip flask from their coat, poured liquor over the body, and struck a match.
Here's your light, you crazy bastard.
Okay. So, Arkham, Massachusetts, October 31st, 1927. 1 week later. A thunderstorm tears across the Bible-black sky, rain hammering down upon ancient sagging gable rooftops. Guttering overflows with a guttural gurgle as the downpour floods the streets below. At 721 North Garrison, a group of low-ranking hoodlums, members of the O'Banion gang, huddle in a corner booth of the speakeasy. The air is thick with cigarette smoke and smooth jazz when the telephone rings. The voice on the line belongs to Billy Sills, O'Banion's second in command. You can hear the tension in his voice even over the static. Boys, we got a problem. Doc Warwick, he's gone screwy. Gone all applesauce. You remember him, the guy that patches up when things get messy? Well, he's been talking nonsense to anyone who will listen. Something about bodies that move when they shouldn't. Says he's got proof. Now that's not the kind of talk we need floating around Arkham. Understand? There's a scratch of a mat lighting a cigarette on the other end of the phone. He was supposed to call me tonight. Never did. But one of his neighbours says he left his place a few hours ago, looking half out of his mind. If he's in trouble, you pull him out of it. If he's flapping his gums about our business, you shut him up. Permanent. And if there's any of that weird crap he's talking about, you make it disappear. Burn it, bury it, I don't fucking care. Just make sure when the sun comes up, there's nothing left to find. The line goes dead. You know better than to ask questions. Whatever Warwick was mixed up in, it's your problem now. Outside, the city's slick with rain, the streetlights blur into streaks of orange through the windshield as you drive towards the Tower Professional Building, Warwick's little office in downtown Arkham. Whatever's going on, you know your heads will literally be on the block if you don't fix it. But something in your gut tells you it ain't just about cleaning up another mess. So, I guess, as we're driving along to the doctor's appointment, we can introduce ourselves as characters. So which low-ranking hoodlum would like to go first?
Ladies
Sure, I'll be
first.
the lowest ranking. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I be my guest, sir.
I'd say ladies first.
Oh, lady.
I knew that would happen. Am I driving or would there be
Driving,
another
yes,
driver?
I would say you are driving, yeah.
Okay, I'm driving. I'm Camilla, Crankshaft Harlow. I am the thrill-seeking lady of the group, and not to be messed with. She's quite polite to those who know her, but she's also got a wicked streak, and she's good with cars. She looks after the car. She's a getaway driver. She's currently driving. That's me.
Okay, cool. Who's next?
Benny Bernardi is an assassin, also a thrill seeker like Camillo. He is renowned for always getting the kill, no matter how difficult, whether he has to climb the Empire State Building in New York City. I don't know if that existed in 1927, it maybe didn't, but whether he has to like get to the top of a massively high building to get that shot, or whether it's from a moving, speeding car, he does what it takes to get the kill. Benny Bullseye Bernardi, he's known as. He's a typical Italian mob type gangster assassin, and that's Benny.
Hello, Benny. Well, I'm Paddy Walsh. I'm late of County Cork in Ireland. Came to the tenements of South Boston. I came here to pursue my career as a bare knuckle fighter. I won some fame in Ireland because it's illegal here. So, although there's plenty of money in it, but it's all like organised crime that arranges the events, and I end up getting sucked into that Irish mafia. And now I'm not as young as I used to be. At 36, my fighting days are nearly over, especially given the fondness I have for the old Irish moonshine, whiskey, or poteen as you might know it. So I ended up with the gang as a man who hits hard. Doesn't shoot straight necessarily, but hits hard. So non-fatal stuff. But Benny does the fatal stuff. I just rough people up when the boss tells me to. Paddy Walsh, nice to meet you.
Okay, cool. So a little bit about the O'Banion gang. So the O'Banion gang, for which you are low ranking, the lowest of the low, not even ranked as a soldier. The O'Banion gang runs most of Arkham's organised crime from behind the respectable front of the Lucky Clover Cartage Company on West Main Street. It's
Well,
officially a freight and
are you saying Albanian, like Albania the country?
O'Banion.
Or is that O, like O apostrophe and then Banyan?
Yeah,
Right,
O'Banion.
okay. I thought you were saying Albanian, really weird. Got you. So like
No,
Irish,
yeah.
O'Banion, right, I got you. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
Nice,
Go ahead.
So it is.
Yeah, so the O'Banion gang runs most of Arkham's organised crime from behind the respectable front of the Lucky Clover Cartage Company on West Street, Maine. Officially a freight and trucking service, it's really the centre of a smooth-running bootlegging empire that supplies illegal liquor throughout Arkham and neighbouring towns, all the way to Boston. Danny O'Banion, the gang's boss, came from Boston with backing from the Irish mob. He muscled out the old Italian crime boss, Joe Protrello, and now controls the city's flow of whiskey, gin and rum. The gang uses boats from ships off Kingsport to smuggle booze up the Miskatonic River under the cover of darkness, unloading at the docks before trucking the goods to local speakeasies and stores. While bootlegging is their main business, the O'Banion operation also deals in gambling, loan sharking, prostitution and protection rackets. Most of Arkham's police turn a blind eye thanks to well-placed bribes. O'Banion presents himself as a charming businessman and church-going Irishman, donating money to local causes, but beneath the smile, he's cold and ruthless. His crew, a mix of Irish and other locals, is loyal and well paid, preferring to avoid open violence that draws attention. Still, Those who cross them can disappear along the river or turn up face down at the docks. Most Arkham residents know O'Banion's men are crooks, but they also know not to say it aloud. The Lucky Clover trucks keep the town supplied, and many locals quietly appreciate the steady flow of drinks. As long as nobody interferes, life and business goes on as normal. So, you pull up outside the tower building where Warwick's apartment is located, and head up the stairs, and trying the door. You're surprised to find it unlocked, and slip inside his apartment, which is where we'll go now.
I've got no visibility on the scene. Oh,
Yeah,
we're
well, now.
supposed to. Yeah, there we go. I can't zoom in and
Okay,
out or scroll around, Phil, by the way.
I can change that for you if that is an issue. 1 second.
Thank you.
There you go. So the just before anybody starts wandering off, so the tokens are just there to show to represent where you are. It's not about position and things. So as you move around, I'll move the tokens around to where you are, and just so we can see where you are on the map, rather than using it in a tactical sense or exploring as such. But anyway, so you find yourselves in this rather neat, tidy, and clean foyer. There's a nice little occasional table with a pot plant that's well tended to you just to the right of the door. But the apartment is otherwise totally silent,
And this is Doc
apart
Warwick.
from the sound of the rain outside.
Doc Warwick's
This is
apartment.
Doc Warwick's apartment, yeah.
And this is the doc that's gone loopy, and we need to find out why and make it stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where he was last seen, but you were told that one of the neighbours saw him leave the apartment, but nobody knows where he's gone.
Oh, so he's missing, and we need to track him down, right? Okay. I thought we were just
Yeah, he's
stopping
talking.
saying weird stuff.
Yeah, well, that as well, but nobody knows where he is at the moment.
Okay.
So he's supposed to get in touch with Mr. Sill, but he failed to give him the call, and so after people have tried to find out where he is, he speaking to the neighbours, he's left. He was seen leaving his apartment a few hours ago, but nobody knows where. So you're here to basically try and find out, see if you can figure out where he's gone.
Okay.
And find and put an end to all this nonsense.
Let's have a poke around his apartment then.
Okay. So, we can open some doors, I guess. Oop. So, what have we got here? So we got a door that runs through into a living room, a large central living room. On your right, and then on your right, there is a door that leads into an office, I believe. It is. Oh no, it's so. One thing to note about his apartment is also where he runs his private practice. So the majority of the apartment through this left-hand door is his private quarters. And then this side of the this section of the apartment is where he runs his consulting
So he's
business.
a psychologist. Sorry, what type of doctor was he?
He's a doctor, a physician. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he's a physician, right? Okay.
yeah. Yeah, he's he's a friend of the mob that he patches up, without any questions
private physician. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So he patches. He's friendly with the O'Banions, and he patches people up. No questions asked.
Do we know how many days ago he went missing?
It just literally hours ago, a few hours
Okay.
ago.
Right.
And he was just last seen walking out of his apartment.
Yeah, rushing out. One of his neighbours saw him leaving his apartment, looking a little bit mad, a bit out of sorts.
Do we know which neighbour, just in case you might want to have a word with him?
Well, let's say that you've already spoke to them. So yeah,
Right,
they
okay.
haven't got much to say. Only that they can only confirm that they saw him leaving, and he was muttering and ranting, and seemed really agitated, and seemed really out of sorts, wild-eyed, and rushing off.
Okay.
Let's explore the apartment, see whether we find some clues to whereabouts he's going.
Yeah, we best have a poke about the apartment.
Oh, for some reason, 1 second.
Can I try
Yeah.
and find his bedroom? And then you guys cover the 2 rooms?
Yeah, I'll go poke around the living room then.
1 second, I just need to give ownership to my spy dummy player because it's can't see the screen.
I'm gonna watch the stream for spoilers.
It runs from a player point of view, so there's no spoilers.
Nah, I'm not. You're all good. I have it up, but I won't watch it.
So hopefully that should people should now be able to see. Yes, excellent. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it shows the same as what I see as a player.
Yeah, everybody shows it. Should show everybody's point of view. Okay, right. So yeah, Benny, you head through into this, like I said, this large central living room area. There's a wide glass plate window with sliding doors that opens out onto a balcony. You can see to your left. You can see what looks like a diner kitchenette, and there's a couple of other doors leading off down here.
Okay.
But again, everything looks neat and tidy.
So that's what I'm looking for.
Nothing out of place.
Yeah, I'm looking for things that are out of place, things that are dishevelled, because he's left in a hurry. So I want to know what he's been at when he's left. Like, what is there anything scattered across the floor, across the table, or anything? So that's the main thing I'm looking for. Any sign of something that's been
nothing.
with.
There's no. It looks not a thing out of place. Neat, tidy.
Okay.
Nothing to that would be indicative of this sort of wild state of mind that the people claimed that he's in. Well, what about anyone else? What about Camilla and Paddy? What are you two doing?
I'll probably be opening every door trying to find the bedroom.
Okay, so the door that you're stood to the right, you can see through. That leads through into what appears to be a waiting room for patients here to when he's during working hours.
Okay. So she'll probably open any door that's open and have a peep inside and see what kind of room it is.
Okay, so that is just like it's like a walk-in closet, just a cloakroom.
Oh, okay.
So there's 3 more doors. There's 3 more doors leading off this waiting room.
It's the closet. It's the closets you need to watch out for in these games. It's the closet that will get you.
Like. What's Paddy doing?
Paddy's going to have a look at his consulting room. You know, the desk or for files.
Okay.
You know, anything scribbled down.
Okay, so let's can't go through the walls. We'll just hold on a minute. I need to give you so I can drag tokens through walls. There we go. Okay, so this so that leads you into the waiting room. There's 3 other doors leading off here. One goes into another closet. Another goes into a bathroom for patients, and then opening this door, you into his consultation room, and this, even just a cursory glance in here, you can see this room is in complete disarray. What is Benny doing?
Looking around. What did you say this door was?
So that goes. That's like an open doorway that leads into a little diner kitchenette.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out first. Well, once
so
I've looked around this room, so let's assume I've looked around this room and there's nothing out of place, I'll then go to this room.
Yeah. So again, it seems there's maybe on the sink there's a drainer with some freshly washed pots all sat there, drying away.
Is there a buttered knife hanging off the edge of the sink, like he might make another sandwich, but he might not?
No, everything is clean and tidy, put away. Like I said, the most untidy thing is a couple of plates that's sitting on a draining board.
Okay. And that's just more kitchen through here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Check the oven, make sure there's not any roasted babies.
Nope. Everything, everything's fine.
That's a mental scar from the last scenario I played for this game, I think. Back to this room then, and then following my rule of left first, I'll check this direction, whatever's here.
Okay,
Is
so
that
the
a
first
door?
door just leads into another cloakroom storage cupboard. This one leads into what looks to be the main bedroom.
Which one? This one?
This one here. Oh no, can't pick
This one?
this one.
Oh, that one.
That one leads out onto the balcony.
I don't see that one, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, my vision isn't right there. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah. There you
Okay.
go. Light
I'm
shines
checking
through,
out the bedroom
flick
then.
light on. Okay, so you're going to check out the bedroom. You can make your spot hidden. Right. What is Camilla and Paddy doing? So, like I say, you can see reaching in. You fumble around, you find the light switch, and flick on the light,
First rule of the
revealing
session
the
goes to me.
chaos. Revealing the chaos inside. Wow.
You say the room's in disarray.
Yeah.
Has it been ransacked, or is it? What theory would I have about how it got in this state of disrepair?
Well, you've probably been in this room before, and it is normally like the rest of the house. It is normally tidy, immaculate, obsessive, almost obsessively so. And now there are papers and books and things just strewn all over the floor, scattering across the floor, scattered across the top of the desk.
Okay, well, Paddy will start examining what it is that's been strewn on the floor. It see if there's any pattern to it. What's going on here? Try and figure out what's going on.
Okay. So should we we'll drag Paddy in there. So what's Camilla doing?
I'm probably going to go in as well, but I'm going to start reading all of his mail and all of his notes and see if there's anything weird that he's been into recently.
Okay.
Any trouble he's got into.
Okay. So like I said, there's papers and books and medical equipment just scattered across the floor and all the surfaces. There's a bit of furniture. There's a sorry.
Has there been a fight?
No, it doesn't look like there's been a fight or anything. There's no like things broken, things like you'd see over, or like furniture overturned or anything like that. And it doesn't look like there's been a fight. It doesn't even, it doesn't strike you as if it's been, somebody's turned it over. That it's like the work of a burglar or anything. So in the room there's a large desk, there's a chair, 2 chairs for patients, and an examination couch. As well as a locked medicine cabinet. So there's this strange-looking equipment scattered about the consultation room, alongside standard medical tools, and there's a tree saw, metal tubs, a garden spade, a slab of butcher's paper. There's even a small drum of gasoline, shoved underneath the desk. In the corner behind the desk is a pile of blankets and a pillow, suggesting that the doctor, Dr. Warwick, has been sleeping in here rather than his bed.
You say gasoline.
Gasoline, a drum of gasoline underneath the desk.
And a tree saw.
Yeah, a tree saw, a metal tub, a garden spade, and a slab of butcher's paper.
Very normal stuff.
I would say, so you can, Paddy, you can make an intelligence roll. Well, it would normally be a hard intelligence roll for this, but I think for you, just a normal intelligence roll.
I didn't explain to people in my humble background that although I was a bare knuckle fighter, I'm actually quite smart. So let's see how that goes. That would be I'm not intelligent enough to know what to roll, but say again.
Intelligence roll.
Intelligence, I can certainly give you one of those. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Roll now, roll, Paddy. Oh. not quite good enough.
Okay, so you could at this point you could spend luck if you want. I mean, like, that is a lot of luck. When you make a roll, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, Gary.
only
So
11.
when you make a roll, see the little red spider. If you click on that, it will expand the chat card and it will give you options. One of those options is to spend a level luck to turn it into a normal pass. You can also push a roll. To push a roll, though, you have to give reasoning behind why and how you are pushing the roll. And if you fail a push roll, then it is like a critical failure. Something bad will happen.
I don't think I'll be spending luck at this early stage. Thank you very much, though.
Okay, no
It's
problem.
very early doors, like.
Right. Okay. I guess you can, Camilla. You can make an intelligence roll as well, but it will be a hard intelligence roll for you.
Okay. So I'm stupid.
No, it's just the nature of what it is that you're trying to. Oh wow! You've made a private roll there.
Oh, did I?
You've got
your
you've got.
dice on secret.
No.
You
I
need
rolled
to.
an 8.
Well, it's all right. If you
Oh.
right click on it, you should see the option to show the roll. There we go.
Ta-da.
Critical success. But so just above the message window at the bottom, you'll see there's 4 icons, and the one that looks like a globe is one that you want to select because that's public role.
I think I was testing stuff.
Okay. Right. So this combination of things in this room, this weird combination of things that are completely out of place in a practicing doctor's consulting room. This tree saw, metal tubs, garden spades, slabs of all this butcher's paper. This suggests to you someone trying to dispose of a body.
But to Paddy, it's completely normal. It's just part of office furniture.
So he does. Yeah, Paddy just doesn't make that connection between those things. So meanwhile, Benny, you search through the around the bedroom. So the one thing that, again, everything is immaculate, nothing out of place, it's tidy. You wouldn't mind this apartment for yourself if you had anywhere near enough money to be able to afford it, which you do not. But the one thing that strikes you is that this bed has not been slept in for several days.
Okay. And this is the master bedroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anything out of place here?
No.
No?
Nothing.
Okay. I'll check the 2 doors then.
Okay, so they just lead into
Closets.
walk-in closets.
Nothing jumps out at needs me from the closet?
No. Again, there's clothes on the hanger. Everything neatly arranged. All suits neatly pressed, and there's shoe racks with nicely all polished shoes. Check through the pockets. There's nothing. You can make a look roll.
Okay. That's a success.
Okay, well, you find like a little fold of bills with a little money clip. It's maybe about $30, which is a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, that gets pocketed.
Go to the apartment fund.
Yeah.
But other than that, there's nothing.
Okay. I will leave this room and come back out here then.
Okay.
I think it's this way, isn't it?
It's okay. I can. Yeah. There you go.
And then I always go left hand, so I'll check this, whatever this is next.
Okay, so that just like I say, it's like a patio, some glass patio doors that just lead out onto an empty balcony. There's maybe a few plants, but the rain is just hammering down outside here.
How high up are we in this building?
You're about the 3rd story, so it's quite a drop.
No, I thought we were like in a skyscraper, like 30 stories up.
Oh no! It's maybe about 5 or 6 stories high.
Okay. So, I mean, I do a thorough search through the rooms that I'm in, I guess. I'll look under the couch, between the couch cushions and stuff, under the rug.
Yeah.
But then when there's nothing to report, I'll come back and look for the guys, see where they are. Well, I guess I'll open that up next because I always go left hand. What's that?
Okay.
What was
So
that?
yeah, it's just a walk-in, just a cloakroom. And again, there's a few coats, maybe some more shoes, some boots, a couple of umbrellas.
So
And
the
again, you've got another cloakroom there that's for patients, and then a bathroom. But you can clearly see the others in this in the office. Which even from here, you can see the office looks like it's been turned upside down.
Okay, so I'll join them in there then.
Okay.
What happened in here then?
Okay.
Well, Benny, let's have a little quiz about this. You've got some gasoline, you've got a tree saw, you've got butcher's paper, garden spade.
Oh, someone's
What
getting
do you
rid of
imagine was going
someone's getting rid of a body. Clearly.
This is what I've been telling him.
Mm-hmm. What else? You need
So
a
where's the body
butcher's.
gone?
A butcher's. It's a tree cutting saw, but it's the kind of saw that will cut a bone as well, right?
Oh yeah, quite possibly, yeah. You maybe
Ga-
used one
gasoline.
before.
Oh, I certainly have. I recognise these as tools of my trade, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, none of you are nice people.
No, I'm an
let's
assassin.
just,
I
you
kill
know.
people for a living. I've had to get rid of a body or two. Yeah, I recognise this straight away as what he's been up to. Right, I wonder who he's been murdering that he shouldn't have been then. Because if this guy's got ties to the mob and he's murdered somebody, and if it's not somebody that he's not supposed to be murdering, he could just call the mob clean-up crew and the mob would come and clean it up for him. Because if he's connected to the mob, they would just come and sort that. It must be he's killed someone and he doesn't want the mob to know about it. Because he's done his own
Trying to do his
cleaning
own
up.
cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's clearly without the means to get rid of the body, so maybe the body's still here.
Can I open this door to check if the body's
can.
in here?
So the door,
Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry. So, yeah, the door opens into his office, which is in a similar state of disarray.
It's such a tiny office.
That's a small office.
Yeah.
Oh, so hold on, let me turn the light on. There you go. It's bigger than it looks.
Slightly longer.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
And again, much like the consultation room, this office is like turned upside down. There's stuff scattered everywhere. There's a desk at one end. Sorry, it's in here. There's the blank which you can see on the
bed,
floor.
yeah.
It's in here though. There's like the blankets where he's made made up a bed on the floor in the corner. But yeah, there's a desk down at the far end of the office.
Is there any like papers or books or anything on it?
Well, there's a desk. There's a chair by the desk. There's a medical records cabinet, and there's documents everywhere. And you can see like handwritten notes scrawled on like scraps of paper scattered everywhere, and there's newspaper clippings just scattered across the top of the desk.
Yes, have a look and see what the subject of those newspaper clippings are, Camilla.
Yeah.
What's Paddy doing?
What's Benny doing?
Just me.
Did you say? Or Paddy, sorry.
Yeah, what's Paddy? What's
Oh,
Paddy doing?
Well, I mean, doesn't seem to be a very, very large space. So I carry on investigating this consulting room, looking for clues as to what's going on. We haven't, looking what's on the floor, what's on the desk, what's on the consultation bed thing.
Okay.
Is there anything that's, I mean, obviously there's quite a lot out there unusual there, but is anything else that we've missed?
Okay. Give us a spot hidden roll then, if you would, Paddy.
Hidden. Yep.
Spot hidden.
Spotting. Okie dokie. Well,
So that's these rolls aren't going good. So that's it'll cost you 7 luck to turn that into a pass.
no. Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Find
Okay.
his diary.
It's only
Okay.
2010.
Okay. Be conservative look. Fair enough. Right. Okay. So in which case, what's Benny and Camilla doing in here? Did you say? Remind me what you were doing.
Searching papers.
I think Camilla's poking around on the desk for papers. There doesn't really be enough room for. I'm not going to bother her while she does that. I'll just stand back and let her get on with that. I'll maybe have a
I
poke
could
around in
pass you a
his.
handful of them.
First I'll have a poke around in his makeshift bed, see if there's anything lying there, like next to his bed or under his pillow or anything, I guess.
Okay. Well, since you're specifically specifically saying where you're looking, so you find a notebook, or rather, kind of like a wallet, like a folio, and inside there are like torn scraps of paper with with handwritten notes scrawled across them.
Is this in the bed or the desk?
This is in the bed, kind of like just under the pillow. On the desk, you find, like I said, there's newspaper clippings spread across the top of the desk, and they all concern the gangland shooting of Thomas Two-Face Carletti, a name that you know well, as you and your two companions were paid to rub him out just a week ago, where you gunned him down behind Nolan's garage.
Oh, this guy's a fan of our work.
So you all know that you all knew of Thomas Two-Face Carletti. He was a well-known face in O'Banion's gang. He used to run rackets for the O'Banions back up in Boston until he mouthed off one too many times, and that's when you were paid a substantial amount of money and given temporary use of some Tommy guns to gun him down in the alleyway. But yeah, so there is this. There's this newspaper clipping. Well, this is one of the newspaper clippings, which is kind of representative of what they're like. I don't know if you want to read it out, since you're the one who found it.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thursday, October 20th, 1927. Gang figure slain in shooting. Arkham, Mass. The body of Thomas Two-Face Carletti, age 37, believed to be affiliated with the O'Banion crime syndicate, was discovered late last night in the rear alley of Nolan's Auto Garage, River Street. Carletti was found riddled with bullets with multiple calibers. Investigators speculate the killing may be connected to recent tensions between the O'Banion outfit and operations in Boston. Police blame out-of-town interests. This looks like a message, plain and simple, said Detective Lieutenant Frank Della, Arkham PD. Known to police as a bootlegger and enforcer, Carletti had a reputation for violence and eccentric behavior. Associates described him as superstitious and into some foreign nonsense, claiming he often carried strange charms and spoke of old gods and second lives. His body was transferred to St. Mary's Teaching Hospital for examination by Dr. Lawrence Warwick. Funeral arrangements are pending, though sources close to the investigation suggest the O'Banion family may not claim the body.
Yeah, it's worth noting that somebody has scribbled underneath, in pencil, underneath where it says Second Lives. And
so it was Warwick Warwick's done the examination of this person, of this body, so Warwick did the autopsy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He must have spent his 30 luck to survive.
So Benny, this is what. So these are the scraps of paper that you find in this like folio kind of thing. You find these, which you can read out as well if you like.
Examination indicates regrowth, unbelievable, regeneration. What happens if left unchecked? Full reanimation can't be allowed. Burn it. St. Mary's Morgue has an incinerator.
That's where we gotta go. It's clearly the man's deranged. He's gonna try and burn the body.
He's trying
St.
to.
Mary's.
Do you think he's trying to burn the body of this Carletti guy? Something's up with this body. And regrowth, regeneration. Something's growing on this body.
The fact also, probably of more concern to you, other than this nonsense, this this kind of insane ramblings on this scribbled down this piece of paper, is the fact that he's got Carletti's body, the man that you murdered.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't he get all the mob killing bodies to examine? Isn't it crooked like that? Like they send them all to him so that he can then tell the police what happened.
Yeah, but this guy should have been like buried and gone.
Yeah,
Like,
but how do we know? We don't know that he's still got the body. We haven't found the body.
No, so if it's not in here, and by Jesus, it'd be smelling now if it was a week old dead. I think he must be at St Mary's.
What's the date now? Did you say it was the 31st October now? It's Halloween.
It's 31st, yeah.
Yeah.
Beyond the assassination.
It does say in the article he was transferred to St Mary's for examination, so he's probably still there.
St Mary's.
Perhaps he tried to do some work from home.
Kind of burning his own consulting rooms, is he now? That would be crazy.
No. It says in one of those notes it says St Mary's has an incinerator, so maybe he's trying to burn the body at St Mary's.
We don't have to dally any longer. We have to get to St Mary's. What do you think?
Yeah. You're right, Benny.
I can try this.
You're right, Paddy. You're right.
So it's worth pointing out, I apologise, the date on that newspaper was incorrect. The date said the 20th, it should say the 24th on it. Or after the 24th.
So it's about a week ago.
So the 20th, yeah, less than a week ago. The newspaper article's from less than a week ago. Okay. It was a week ago that he was shot and killed Carletti.
That was the 27th or whatever,
Yeah.
Do we remember how he died? Was it headshot? What was it?
Multiple. You just.
Guns. We ripped
he's just been
calibers, tore into pieces.
Cheese grater.
Yeah, that was you. That was you three at the beginning of the prologue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've ever hit anything.
Spray and pray.
Yeah.
Hey.
He was doing the praying.
So, with this saw in the other room, is it used or is it new looking?
It looks new. Yeah, it's not being. Doesn't look like it's being used.
Okay. So it hasn't been chopping off limbs.
Yeah, there's not any dry blood or it's not blunted or anything.
No, there's nothing like that here.
On that way, St Mary's. I'm confused. Is it not obvious? Camilla.
What's obvious?
Why aren't we going to St Mary's? The man's just fled. Not an hour ago. What we've been told. Is he not going to St Mary's? Why are we still standing there now?
Yeah, you're right, Paddy.
If you want me to drive you can ask.
You're right, let's move, Paddy. You're right, let's move. Let's go. No time to spare.
Back to the car.
You are right, Paddy. Back to the car.
Okay.
This is the only time I'll probably do a drive roll.
I'm a bit disappointed to know that you don't need to make a drive roll.
Can I just do one just for the sake of it?
Do one for the sake of it,
You
yeah.
made a bloody driver. It's a whole character's a driver, Phil. She's got to get at least one drive roll.
Yeah. Maybe like driving a bit faster than you needed, than is advisable. Oh,
She failed. We crash and die, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah. Next time.
Okay, right. So yeah, let's just switch to this for a moment. So yeah, you jump back in the car and drive towards St Mary's Hospital, which is located on the Miskatonic University campus. So you pull into the parking lot, and as you do, Camilla briefly loses control of the car as the car slides along across the slick water-covered surface of the parking lot, and yeah, kind of judders, hits the front wheel, hits the curb, and buckles the wheel.
Oh, Christ.
No.
She's just invented
It's the
drifting.
first time.
She meant to do that. She just invented drifting.
You wanted to get hit fast. I messed up my wheel now.
Great job. As long as we don't have to leave in a hurry, we'll be fine.
So it is just coming up to 11 o'clock And the rain hasn't let up by the time that you reach St Mary's Teaching Hospital, a hulking slab of white stone on the edge of Miskatonic University campus. Midnight's creeping closer, and the streets are near empty except for the wail of a police siren somewhere uptown. At this time of night, only a few staff are around, and as you enter the hospital, you quickly see that most are busy tending to patients. The few nurses on duty give you looks like they've seen your kind before, the kind that doesn't belong in a hospital, but they make the effort to avoid, kind of meeting eyes with you. But asking around about Dr. Warwick just enough to sound like you've got a right to be here at this time of night, but nobody's seen him until one nurse finally admits quietly to one side that she heard someone down in the morgue earlier, but the place should be locked up tight at this time, unless maybe the coroner's pulled a late shift. So if Warwick's in there, he's not supposed to be.
That must be our man. Thank you, nurse. Can I slip her a wee backhander?
Is that money?
Aye. No, I don't mean like a backhand. Jesus, Phil. Got like some money.
A little backhand.
Thank you very much, Hen. Slap.
You'll forget this conversation.
That's for telling tales.
No, like a one of them, not a one of them. Jesus.
Yeah, maybe one of the bills from the money clip that you got.
I'll give her $10 out of the 30.
Bloody hell, that's a lot.
Yes, I'm balling. I'm a gangster.
That's
That's gonna pay her off because he just slapped it,
Yeah. I think that's equivalent to about 150 quid, $150.
Let's pretend that never happened. There you go.
Okay, so to the morgue. So you find the main entrance to the morgue is via an elevator in the hospital, but the elevator door is locked, and even though it's it's late at night, there's still too many people coming and going to even consider breaking open the lock.
Oh.
So thinking on your feet, you try outside, slip around the side of the hospital, boots splashing through the puddles, and you follow a narrow ramp down to the delivery entrance. The heavy steel door at the bottom is hanging slightly ajar, lock busted clean through. Perhaps Dr. Warwick? Light spills out from inside, threatening to alert passers-by to what might look like a robbery. Thus, you slip inside silently and close the door behind you. As the door clicks shut, the smell hits first. That coppery smell, the smell of bleach and disinfectant, and something else, like rotten meat left too long in the sun. And then you hear it, a blood-curdling scream that is choked off into a wet, gurgling, strangled noise. Now let's move to the morgue.
Well, that's fine.
That took a turn pretty fast, eh?
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
Can I get
Can I get this noise?
Can I get
Sorry?
Zoom access again, Phil?
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. You were. So at this noise, you rush towards the sound instinctively, racing across the hallway and into the autopsy suite. Into here, which I shall just put you. Yeah. You can move your characters in or drag you. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, what is this? Is that him?
So you see, as you run into the autopsy suite, you see a blood-stained autopsy table, scalpels and a bone saw lie on the table. Dr. Warwick is slumped on the floor next to a leather bag, his back against the table. He's covered in blood, running down, his front is covered in blood, and he paws feebly at a scalpel that is jammed into his neck.
Oh.
He gurgles at you. Bloody, bare footprints and handprints dot the floor around him. Warwick is wearing boots. Whoever stabbed him must still be close by. Warwick's eyes flick up towards you, wild and desperate. His lips move as he tries to speak, spluttering and choking on his own blood.
Let's say, who did this,
Okay.
just in case you can kind of voice something.
Who did this to you, man?
Okay.
Where are they? Where did they go?
So he kind of is like, he's trying to speak. Like I said, there's this scalpel just jammed into his neck. There's blood pouring out from this wound, spilling down his chest, coming out of his mouth, and he's trying to speak, and he's at the same time frantically gesturing and gurgling words. You can all make a psychology roll. Oh, look at that.
Nice roll.
I speak gurgle.
Fluent.
Okay, so Paddy's failed, and Benny's okay. So Paddy is maybe oblivious, maybe looking, scanning around this room. Like I said, Paddy, you can see there's like I said, there's bloody bare footprints and handprints all over the floor, up on the table, some on the walls, and like bloody smears, like something heavy and covered in blood was dragged across the floor and out the opposite door. Camilla and Benny, you can tell obviously that this wound isn't self-inflicted. He was attacked. He's clearly being attacked. And whoever attacked him must still be in the morgue.
Are they?
And he's kind of pointing. He's like pointing, and he manages to choke out a few words. Don't let him out. And he's pointing like towards the back towards the exit.
This way.
The way we came in.
Yeah, the way he came in.
I'm immediately gonna go into the hall again.
Are the hands and footprints adult-sized?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, run out.
Okay. What's Paddy doing? So Paddy, you can see Warwick is kind of his eyelids start to droop, and he's if nobody sees to him, it's obvious he's going to die. He's bleeding to death.
I will try and administer some first aid as best I'm.
Okay. So you're going to try and administer some first aid, and you two, Camilla and Benny, head out into the hallway.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You checking the door? Or what are you doing?
I'm looking for more foot and handprints, first of all.
Okay, so out in the hallway, there are more bloody hand and footprints, and even along the walls, and there's like blood smeared everywhere. And the handle of the door that you came in through, there's blood all over it.
On the outside.
On the inside.
Okay.
So what direction do the handprints and footprints go?
They kind of like just scatter down down the hallway.
I'm going that way then.
Is this the door we came in?
No, this one is the door you came in here. Sorry.
Oh, the
that
one
one
that's
there.
labelled.
Yeah, the door exterior. Yeah.
Can I try and like reinforce it to be closed?
Yeah, you can try and reinforce it. I mean, do you want to try and jam it shut? If you want to try and jam it shut, you can make a mechanical repair roll to try and jam it shut.
Yeah.
So Benny, you can give us a hard spot hidden roll.
A hard spot in.
No, Benny, not Paddy. Paddy, you can give us a first aid roll.
First aid.
I
He's spot him. He's definitely bleeding out.
bang on the spot hidden, not the hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just pulling the knife out.
Just jammed
Okay,
it
so yeah, you
forward.
try. It's like the doctor's like trying to. You just pull the knife out. And there's a gout of blood, it just like sprays out all over the floor, all over you, and yeah, the Doc Warwick just like gives a final gasp and just falls limp, dead.
I make the sign of the cross.
So Camilla, you try and like kind of try and jam the door shut as best you can.
I can't.
Hey, well, you think you have?
Okay. I nod at my own work, then move away.
I'm running off in this direction then. Is there still hand and footprints going this direction, yeah?
Yeah, but it's hard to make out which way they're heading. They seem to be heading both directions, all directions, and a lot of them are smeared. Like I say, it's as if something bloody was dragged across the floor, obscuring and like blotting out a lot of the prints.
Does it look more like something's been dragged away from that room or into that room though?
Away from the autopsy room, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna keep moving then. Is there blood on this door handle?
There is, yes, and all over the door. And then all the lights go out. You get like a clunk, and the lights go out.
Oh. Do any of us have a lighter? Or...
Yeah,
No.
I assume I have a lighter. I assume I'm a smoker. I'm a male in Chicago in the 1920s. Like 90% of people smoked back then, right?
It's healthy.
Yeah, it was healthy back then. It was 4 out of 5 were doctors recommended.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, let me give you a.
Hang on, Paddy's Gary's doing BRB. I was going to ask if we could have a 5-minute break anyway, Phil. Do you think that'd be a nice time to have
we
one?
can. Yeah, sorry, Gary, I didn't hear that. Yeah, let's just say as the lights go out, let's take a break.
Nice.
Yo, we're back. So the lights are out. You're in being thrown into pitch darkness. Pitch black. Pitch darkness.
Pull a lighter out of my pocket and flick it.
Oh, you were putting a light. Yeah, okay. Let's give you a. My little fancy macro decided it wasn't going to work. So let us let's see. That will be 1, I guess, or maybe 2. No, 1 on that.
Is the music really quiet, or is that just me? Yeah, it's just me. It's just me.
Okay.
There you go. I've got better. I've said it better.
So Benny and Camilla, you can both make a listen roll as well. And what's Paddy doing? Like I say, suddenly the room is just plunged into darkness as you're knelt at the side of Dr. Warwick, as you hear the last of his breath, like wheeze out and maybe bubble a bit out of the hole in his throat.
Well, I was intending to go west down through that door.
The other door. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no point at the minute. Who turned the lights off? Can you turn the lights back on, Camilla? What happened?
It wasn't me.
It's not me, Paddy.
Okay, so it's Camilla. Okay, so right, Camilla, you hear some noise. It sounds like a shuffling, dragging noise. It sounds. It's a little bit muffled, so it doesn't sound like it's in the hallway. Maybe one of the adjoining rooms.
Okay. I'll say, there's someone else here, and then I'm gonna back up to the door. I'm gonna lean against it and get my pistol out.
Okay.
Just in
38
case.
for your little derringer.
Yes. 25 damage? I don't know.
Yeah, so you got your little derringer that's in your clutch purse, but you've also got everybody's also got a 38, which the O'Banion family kindly provided for everybody.
Probably get 38. Don't need to be discreet.
No. I've got my silencers off at the moment.
Yeah, it's worth noting that firing a gun in here will be very loud and is bound to draw attention.
Yeah, I've got a
So what
much
are you
more
doing?
silenter way of dealing with people physically if I need to. I'm gonna move back this way and like be like quietly saying, "Are you there, Camilla? Are you there? Where are you, lass? Where are you?"
I'll say, I'm over here, and there's someone else here. Can I gauge which direction the shuffling was?
No, no, not with a. If you made a hard success, then perhaps.
Okay. I'm gonna just say there's someone else with us.
Oh,
Be on
okay.
alert.
Right, yeah, my pistol's out as well.
Okay, so you
gonna
can see. So
try and back
Ben, you
up
can see
again.
very little just beyond this, like see a little sort of ring of light around you from your lighter.
I'm trying to find where Camilla is, so I'm trying to back up to where she is, so I can be like back to back with her. You know what I mean? And
Okay, yeah. So
she
I
can
think I
find-
mean it's not a massive area, so it's quite easy to tell. You can tell she's down the other end of the corridor down here.
Right. Okay.
Do Marco Polo.
Marco.
What's
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
What's
Like running
so,
to.
what's Paddy doing?
Well,
I'll take this hood down because I'm boiling.
I'm going to go to the source of light, the only source of light there is, and I will similarly, if I realise that Benny and Camilla are drawing their weapons, I will get out my pistol, but I will basically go towards Benny's lighter.
Okay, I'll drag you out into the hallway then. There we go. So you should be able to see Benny's light. You should be able to see Benny in the light. Camilla, you can't see. You can maybe get a sense that she's nearby. You can hear her, but you can't. Maybe you can just about make her out.
Is Paddy making noise or telling us he's approaching?
Yeah, but actually, I'll make a big. What's going on here? There's no light. What's going on?
There's someone else here.
Okay, someone else here. Okay.
Someone's turned
Right,
out
and then
the lights.
there's a clunk, and all the lights come back on.
Oh.
Oh.
You said you heard someone
Let's
else
search
here.
the place.
Camilla, where were they?
Yeah. I don't know. It was echoing around.
I'm gonna hit
Let's
this
just
door.
check all the doors.
Yep. In fact, I'll run to that one so Paddy can get the middle one.
I'm not going to the middle one. I'm going back in there now. It was just a power cut. I'm going back
Make
in
yourself
here.
useful, Paddy. We need to find someone.
Where do you want me to go? In this door here?
Follow the blood.
This
Try
one.
and find the killer.
There's a trail of blood. Okay, you're sending me to follow the trail of blood. Oh.
Yep.
Is the blood going all three ways? There's some sort of
There's blood everywhere. So you can make a spot hidden roll, Paddy, if you like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why not?
Oh, look at that. I had the double zero first. I was like, yes, here we go.
So you can either take that or you can spend 10 luck to cancel it.
No. I just.
Okay, so there seems to be there's several prints. You maybe think there's maybe seven or so different types of prints or trails, but you were pretty sure they mainly head down towards this door down the far end of this hallway.
Nonetheless, I'm going to do as I've been commanded by my betters and take that middle door and explore it. I think we should be going that way, and I'll point out, but I'll do as I'm told and I'll go there. Okay,
so you follow going in through this other door, and you find yourself in the same room as Benny. It appears to be it's like a staff room. Well, there are signs on the doors as well. So yeah, it's like a staff restroom.
Okay.
Is there any blood in here?
There is.
Okay.
There's blood. There's like bloody smears and handprints, footprints. Yeah.
Is it just the walls and the floor? There's nothing on the ceiling, right?
So looking up, you can make a spot hidden roll.
Success.
Okay. So there is a. So the ceiling's covered in like it's not like a solid ceiling, it's like ceiling tiles.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like there's a space like a suspended ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
and you're looking up in the in the corner, or rather the corner of the wall, sort of roughly towards the middle of the room about here. There's looks to be like a stain on the tile, but you can't tell if is it like an old water stain or is it blood? And then you hear a thud underneath underneath the like settee in front of you.
Underneath the settee.
Yeah, just here. Just a faint thud. As
Paddy,
if something moved.
Paddy, eyes on this, and I'm gonna grab the settee and flip it.
And okay, yeah.
Okay. Give us a give us a strength roll. You can have bonus dice.
It's only a
It's, you know, it's
settee.
It is, but it's 2-seater, so it's but yeah, and old, so it's big, big chunky, and it's not that you're gonna fail or anything. Okay, so wow, so yeah, you just
One
just like
hand.
just throw it all over, and you just like stop when you see what is underneath. The pair of you, like you see this underneath, hiding beneath the settee, beneath this sofa. Meanwhile, Camilla, you sort of push the door open and walk into the staff toilets and shower area.
Mm.
You can hear a strange sort of gurgling sound. At first you think it's the drains, the pipes, the drains, and it's like, there's this sort of weird faint whistling sound, and this really horrible smell. It smells like bad breath or like somebody's farted.
Lovely. Is there any blood in here?
You can make a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
So you're looking around. At first, you don't see any, but then you look up, and you see there is like blood smeared across the ceiling tiles
Mm.
to where
in-
to the. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, like, as in something's moved across, or
As if something's been moved across, like smearing blood across the ceiling tiles, and it towards this direction, and where it stops, and one the ceiling tiles is like pushed. It's kind of pushed aside, and it's as if like the smear goes up underneath the tiles.
I'm gonna assume this door would go to where Paddy went to, so I'm gonna open this door to tell them what I found.
Okay, so you can make a spot hidden as you do that.
Okay.
And Paddy and Benny, so Benny just hurls up, just throws this settee up in the air, and underneath it, twitching and kicking, is a bloody severed leg that just crouches and just throws propels itself straight foot heel first straight to Benny. And you can both make a sanity roll.
Oh shit.
Sanity.
And then I dodge.
Let's see.
Oh dear, a severed leg attacks me. I've only got a 35 sanity, Jesus. Oh,
So
69.
this leg.
Oh, God.
Oh, lovely.
It's alive and kicking.
Yeah, literally.
Nice one.
Okay, so it's sanity roll. So you lose 1d6 points of sanity, Benny.
Oh, fun.
At the sight of this animated leg. I mean, against all logic, it manages to, like I say, it manages to like propel itself up and towards you. So you lose 3 points of sanity. So you take an involuntary action, which I guess is just like you're just like stunned into surprise. So you cannot act for a round, as you're just stunned by this thing that just launched itself at you. So that means you will not be able to try and dodge out of the way or fight back.
Oh,
as
great.
it attempts to. It flexes and bends and then attempts to like kick you. Kind of flips itself up. Attempted to kick you.
Wait, I only lost 3 points of sanity. Is that still a...
Yeah, but if you lose, if you lose
not about
one,
madness, is it? That's right.
No.
Hi, missed.
Okay. So it tries to. So it kind of like flips and it kind of like spins through the air and lands. It misses you and lands over by the door, and like kind of like springs up and sort of like does it in this kind of weird motion, kind of hops and runs out the door.
What the fuck?
So as did Benny, you need to make a sanity roll as well. You failed as well, so you lose 1d6 points of sanity as well.
Okay. What's his spear 6?
Oh, it's 4. So yeah, so you're stunned. You're kind of like just like stunned into inaction by this just like impossible sight. And at that point, Camilla opens the door. Like, make a look roll. See if you were lucky enough to miss this sight.
No.
Yes, you were lucky. So yeah, you don't see this. You see a blur of movement and something like maybe something bang hitting the door. But you can make a spot hidden roll as well.
Is it the one that I did earlier?
Oh yeah, did you? Was it successful or not?
A 2-star.
Hard success.
Oh yeah, so you did.
Good success.
Okay, so yeah, as you kind of open the door and see them two like this look of like horror on the face, and see the blurred movement, hear something sort of collide with the door, like as it leaves the room, and then you see something moving beneath this table here.
I'm gonna say, Paddy on your right or left, depending on which way you're facing.
I think it'd be on his right since his face is probably facing
right.
this way.
Remember Paddy's side.
Okay, so yeah, so what you're doing? What you all doing? You've just seen this severed leg propel itself out of the room.
If I hear her shout that, I'll point my gun towards the table.
Okay. What about Paddy?
Well, can I respond to Camilla's urge?
You can.
So I will turn towards the bed, gun in hand.
It's a little table. This little table here.
Oh, sorry, under the table. So we're under there, Camilla, under the table. Will I shoot it? Will I shoot it? I'll wait for you to tell me. And then
I can't tell what it is.
when I'm a bit spooked, the trigger actually, I press it too hard and I shoot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you shoot the table. Can you roll with make a roll with disadvantage for the if you go to your combat tab,
Yeah,
you should
shoot
see
the
an entry for
fucking
your gun.
table.
If you click on it and you want to select it with disadvantage, which is or a penalty dice rather.
Okay. Disadvantage. It says do it twice, or should I just?
When you click on it, it should give you a. Let me have a look. I forgot. It's been a while since we've done this. So you could automatically. You click. Yeah, it says proceed. It says click on proceed anyway. Yeah. And then it should. Oh right. Okay. So it's 38. So automatic. I'll just do it. I'll just put it on for you. So it's disadvantage. So rather penalty dice. Where is it? Penalty dice. Penalty dice. Penalty dice. There we go. It's a point blank though, so that gives you a thing. So okay, so if you click on the button, it's in the chat now. See the roll firearms button in the chat chat card.
Yes, sir.
If you click on that, it'll do the roll for you. Boom! That is a failure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, so you fire off a shot. It punctures the bullet hits the table. There's like splinters of wood fly, and you hear the sound of it impacting into the floor beneath. And as it does, something moves underneath the table, and the table, this little, just kind of one of them little square coffee tables, and something hits it and knocks it over. And beneath the table is another severed leg, a right leg. Camilla, you need to make a sanity roll.
Okay.
You other two, you don't need to make one at the moment because you've only just seen one of these things. So you lose 1 point of sanity.
Okay.
Because obviously seeing a severed leg, even with that good sanity roll, is still a bit strange. So yeah, you kind of an involuntary action. Do you want to volunteer an involuntary action?
As I have my pistol in hand, I'd probably shoot it.
Okay. Okay. Very well then. Go on then. You can fire off a shot, but it will be with kind of in a panic. So it's going to be with at least one penalty dice. So if you want to click on your gun,
do I target it or do I just roll?
It doesn't matter about target. Don't worry about that because
Okay.
the scale's not necessarily.
And then is it roll firearms at the bottom?
Yeah, just a minute. I need to add a penalty.
Sorry. Ignore that.
Doesn't matter. You failed anyway.
Okay.
So don't forget you can spend luck on firearm rolls as well. It works the same way.
Can you on firearms?
Yeah. You can in Pulp.
Oh yeah, okay.
Although I'm not going to let you in this case because you did it in a just like involuntary reaction. Okay. Right. So what you're doing? There's another leg. It kind of like springs up from beneath the table and kind of like stands there, balancing on its foot. The leg flexing.
Is this one running away?
It's kind of just not at the minute.
Away.
Will I grab it? Will I grab it? Will I grab it? Will I shoot it? Camilla, will I grab it or will I shoot it?
I don't know. Get it. What the fuck is it?
I've got no idea what we need to do to it.
I want to grab the right leg.
I think we know what to be.
Grab the leg.
I think we know where there's handprints and footprints all over the place now, though.
Mm.
I'm expecting to find a couple of arms as well.
Okay, but I want to
shit.
grab the leg.
That door just
You can
closed.
grab the leg.
You what? Sorry.
Was that you?
Okay.
Just closed that
So
door, was it?
Oh, it might be me. Yeah, that might be me. I was trying to click on tokens, so yeah, that's
right.
probably me that did that. There you go. Okay, so begin encounter. Okay, so we're in combat situation. So in combat, people act in the order of their dexterity. So the person who will act first is Benny. He's got 95 dex.
95. I thought we could. Okay, wait.
That's not a skill. That's not a skill. That's an ability.
Okay,
Stop
so
myself
if everyone else has got guns out and there's bullets being fired already, then I'm just gonna go bang, 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 and fire 3 shots into this thing.
Okay. Are you going to fire? So is that with the silencer on?
No, the silencer's off.
Okay. Radio.
Is it point blank
Go on
range?
then. It's not point blank range. No, not quite.
So that doesn't cancel out my penalty dice for taking 3 shots.
It does not.
Okay, but I'm still going to take 3 shots.
Okay.
Combat. Yeah, no, my gun. I was thinking I was going to maybe use another weapon. My gun's out, so I'm just going to use it.
Okay.
I've not selected a target. Proceed anyway.
Yeah. Just proceed anyway. So it's penalty. Let me put penalty dice on because it's multiple.
I've clicked multi-shots. Will that
Sorry.
not that'll
Cool,
automatically get
yeah,
a penalty? Won't it?
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. That should do it. Yeah. Okay, that is a regular success. So you can click on roll damage. That's 4 points of damage. I'll inflict the pain myself. Okay.
And then do I roll through?
Right, yeah, so Yeah, do it again.
Do it again. We're just from the sheet again, yeah.
Yeah, I did figure out how the multiple shot thing works, but I've forgotten how it works. So you have to do it from the sheet again. Oh, but that's without a penalty dice. Need to click the multiple shot thing.
Well, I'll roll a d10 for my penalty dice.
Just roll a d10. Yeah.
So that's a 49.
That's a yep. So that's still a success. So roll the damage again.
Was it what, a d10?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
9.
I've got the same gun.
Okay, and
Okay, 9
one more
points of damage.
with the penalty dice.
Yeah, one more. Yep,
That's a hit.
that's a hit again. So yeah, damage again. Okay, so you bam, you fire off 3 shots. Each bullet just like impacts in this thing, and it kind of like throws the leg back up against the wall, and it twitches for a little bit, and then just lays still.
Oh, so I dropped
Not
it.
so dead because it's down.
Okay.
Good, like.
But
Wrong one. That was this one. Fell wrong one. It was this one.
oh, you were shooting that one. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I do apologise.
That's why I asked if it was point blank range.
Oh, right, that would have been point blank range. Yeah, sorry. Okay, that one's not dead. Whereas that one is. Okay. Let's there we go. Let's put him dead. There we go, dead. Okay. Right. In which case,
First
then
one, yeah,
it's
yeah.
the one that you didn't shoot. It's this one. So
was
it's good.
much closer to Paddy before you moved it.
It was much closer to Paddy, wasn't it? That is true. Why can I not move it? There we go. So yeah, unfortunately, it's probably going to attack Paddy. So yeah, it as if it's attached to something. It kind of like flips its foot forward and attempts to like kick you straight between the legs.
Oh, right in the stones.
Okay, let's wait a thing and kick stomp.
Jesus.
It's a fumble.
That is a fail. So when you it doesn't matter in this case because it completely fumbled. But when you're attacked, you have the choice of either dodging or fighting back. If you dodge, then you need to equal or beat the level of success. If you're fighting back, then you need to beat the level of success. But it fumbled. So in which case, it kind of like tries to kick you, and it loses its balance. God knows how it has balance, but it loses its balance and kind of topples over on the table and falls prone for a leg.
Okay.
So then it is Camilla Crankshaft Harlow. So don't forget, don't forget you've got talents. You've got your pulp talents, which usually you require luck to trigger them.
So I've got one that says ignore penalty die for loading and firing in the same round. Because I've already fired, does that mean I can load and fire again?
You can, but your gun's not out of ammo yet because you're 38.
Okay. Just if it runs out. I see.
I mean, you could load. You can put bullets in before it's run out of ammo. So
Yeah.
did
Did you remember to give all of us that have got guns out plus 50 in the initiative? Yeah.
I was going to, but well, I did essentially because everybody got the guns out, so I didn't really change it. But I would do it now.
Probably
bullet leg doesn't have a gun. Sorry, go on.
jump on the leg.
You're going to jump on it?
Because I assume it doesn't have organs to shoot.
What do you mean? Are you going to like jump? What do you mean by jumping on it? You're going to jump on it to stamp on it, or are you jumping on it to grab it? Or
if it's fallen prone, I guess just like pin it down.
okay, right, okay.
Like wrestle it like a
Leg
crocodile.
lock.
Like
Oh,
Toes.
Rightio. Give us a fighting brawl roll then, as you it's a fighting maneuver as you try and pin it down.
I'm bold.
And it is going to try and fight back. So, oh wow, a hard success.
Very nice.
It's going to try and fight back. So it's going to be a fighting brawl as well. But it's prone, kind of, so it gives a penalty dice. And it needs to get a beat a heart. It needs to get a critical success, and it got a regular success. Okay, so Camilla like jumps without thinking, just dives on this severed leg as it thrashes, holding it down as it continues to try kick and thrash about.
Maybe signal to Paddy as well, saying, "Help me!"
Yeah, and I would seek to grab the leg around the shin.
Okay.
Above the ankle. But what I'm thinking is, I'm going to smash the kneecap into the wall if I can.
Okay. Oh, so you want to grab hold of it and take it and swing it like a club, smash it against the wall?
Yeah, it's kneecap into the wall.
Okay.
I mean, I've never come across a situation before. I'm just thinking yeah, I'm going to try and smash his kneecap.
Okay. Go ahead then, because it's you next then. So yeah, so that'd be a fighting brawl roll.
Oh yes, that's what I wanted, a fighting brawl roll. Yeah. Okay.
What you could do is you could try and twist the knee the other way. If she's lying on top of it, you could try and break the knee the opposite direction.
I wish I'd thought of that. I will imminently have that idea. I will imminently have that. It's a very same idea.
Okay, so that is a success. If you turn it to an extreme success, it does maximum damage because it's a critical hit. But that would cost you 33 a look, so you probably wouldn't want to do that.
No.
So yeah, in combat, there's no difference between a normal success and a hard success. If you get an extreme success, that's like a critical damage. Okay, so you give us a damage for your fighting brawl, which is let's have a look. It is 1d3 plus your damage bonus, which is your damage bonus is 1d6. Ow!
Oh, wow.
So if you click on
yeah. Go on, Phil. Sorry what you're saying.
Sorry, yeah, because you so roll 1d6, 1d3, 1d6.
Yeah.
Because if you click, you should if you click on it in the combat tab, then it'll do all this for you. But we'll have to do it manually. So if you roll a 1d6, you can click on the dice tray. There's like there you go. Oh God! And then 1d4, 1d3. Sorry, so you'll have to write that in as an annotation. So it's /R space 1d3. Okay, so that's a 2. Sorry. So that's 8 points of damage. So you smash it. Yeah, you get a crack as you smash its kneecap against the wall. Blimey, that's 8 points. 8 points of damage. Gosh.
Just don't mess with me.
Okay.
2 legs. Never mind, just 1 leg on its own.
Okay, so then it's back round to Benny. What are you doing?
It's going then, is it?
You what? Sorry, it's still going. Yeah. It's still kind of like twisting and trying to get free of your grasp.
In that case, I will run over and grab it and try to twist it in the opposite direction from he's twisting it. So we're going.
So I'll keep hold of it while you twist the opposite
direction.
and
I'll go the opposite way.
Okay. So some kind of wrestling move on it. Oh, okay, so it gives a fine brawl, so you're outnumbering it, so you get a bonus dice on that maneuver. As you're kind of trying to twist and dislike, maybe twist its on its joint. Okay, that's a success. Extreme success would cost you 20 points, so it's probably not worth it. So give us a give us 1d3 plus any damage bonus you've got.
So how do I do that? Do I just roll this?
Yeah, you just have to do it. Yeah, sorry, you should do. You can if you do it from the. Oh, there you Okay. So that is total 4 points of damage. So yeah, you twist and you hear the crack and this kind of sound of the cartilage twisting and tearing. And if it had a mouth, it would probably scream.
You hear the toes wiggle.
Yeah, the toes like. Yeah, and so it's the leg. So it tries to break free. So I was gonna say it's gonna be a
Pinned by 3 people now.
Well, yeah, well, 2 people because they kind of Paddy kind of ripped it away from Camilla.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, it's gonna be. I guess it's gonna be a fighting brawl. It's gonna try and get out. Okay, so but it's a 2 penalty dice because it's or rather penalty dice because it's outnumbered.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Wow.
So the
Okay,
hard
so you
success
can
with the penalty
fight.
dice.
Yeah, so you can fight back. It's against. So one of you needs to take the lead roll, and you get a bonus dice because you're outnumbering it. So who's taking the lead roll? Benny's already acted, so it's going to be Paddy. So if you give us a fighting brawl roll, Paddy, and you can have a bonus dice on that. That's hard success. You need to beat so you need a better level of success. So if you want to roll another d10.
Roll a d10, see if you get a 1 or a 0.
Okay. I need a 1 or 0, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you re-roll the 10, you roll another 10.
Okay.
And that is no. Okay, so you can spend luck on it. If you spend 7 luck, that will turn it into an extreme success and stop it from breaking out of your grasp.
All right. You seem very keen on me spending some bloody luck.
Oh, I'm always keen for people to spend.
Do it.
Might be a good time, I
I'm gonna
think.
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Don't forget, this is Pulp. So if you click on the result on the chat card, it'll expand, and you should see a button that says "Increase Success, Extreme, 7 luck," and it will spend the luck for you.
So on the total
In the chat,
yeah.
and click on the thing, it'll
Click
expand
on the 2
it.
stars.
Yeah, click on the 2 stars. Sorry, yeah.
The last attack.
Yeah.
Bruce said minus 7 luck. I want you to remember this, guys. I did it for you.
So as hard as this leg kind of like thrashing around, trying to get free, you manage to hang on to it. Camilla.
Right. As we've already snapped it in half, I'm gonna try and snap it ankle-wise. Just pull the foot down.
Okay, right. So
How many parts you can attack?
no. So give us a fighting brawl. So if you do it from the combat tab, so it'll do it.
We're
It'll do it
giving it some
properly.
extreme chiropractic. That's what we're doing.
So go to the combat tab and click on fighting brawl, and you can have a bonus dice because you outnumber it.
Okay.
Oh, look at that roll.
Oh, that's a critical. Okay, so that's a critical success. So that's a critical damage. So that's maximum. So you do 1d3 plus any damage bonus that you might have. I'm not sure if you've got a damage bonus. You probably haven't.
No,
You
what
have
would
not.
say?
It's on.
Oh yeah.
This
you haven't got
damage roll, this is how many toes you break.
So you wrench there's a snap as you wrench the ankle and do 3 points of damage to it, and it kind of falls limp.
Yes. As it falls limp, I am going to pull something out and just skewer it, just to make sure it stays limp. So I pull out from a walking cane, I pull a sword out of the walking cane and just go right through it. I'm going to skewer it like a fucking lamb on a kebab skewer. Just go whack, and then go over to the other one as well. Just put a big hole through it so that thing does not get up again. What the is going on here, folks? What the hell?
Do you think
is
that's why
going
you
on?
needed the incinerator?
I would be incinerating that, yeah, as well, yeah. Oh shit, do you think that's our boy?
I hope not.
Do you think these legs
There was
are our...
something else.
has to be Carletti, and you saw what Wallach said in his note
Yeah.
about regeneration. It has to be Carletti's.
Yeah.
He must have carved him into pieces, and the thing's still going. This thing's still alive.
There was something in the other room in the ceiling. Do you think it's another part of him?
Yes.
Come through here. I'll show you.
Okay.
Bring the legs, maybe?
Okay.
Should we
We'll bring.
stack them together?
Yeah. Yeah. Should we store them? Are these cupboards? Can we maybe put them in one of these cupboards?
They're like lockers, yeah. So they're lockers, yeah.
Can we stuff the legs into one of them?
You could probably manage to stuff a leg into a locker, one in each locker, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah,
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's stuff them in the lockers, I think.
Okay. So
Which
yeah,
means
use.
lock them in the locker. Just in case.
Yeah, can I jimmy
Now
those
it's
locked shut?
foot locker.
Give us a mechanical repair roll. See if you try and like jam them shut.
Can I roll on lockpick?
Yeah, sure, that'll do.
Because I'm pretty sure I've got good locksmith skill.
Yeah, locksmith. Yeah.
Mm.
Success.
Okay. So yeah, you jam. Yeah, you jam the locks shut. And then there's a clunk, like boom, and all the lights go out
Oh shit.
Again.
again.
Mm.
So there's a pattern emerging here.
Flick my lighter on again.
So
Okay.
just as I'm saying, look up there.
Yeah.
Or like that. What do you think this thing is?
I don't know. I mean, I like Oliver the player saw notes about reanimation and things like that, but that's way above like an assassin. Like, you know, like as a player, I've got experience with the game, so I know what's going on. But characters not got a clue. Like it's way above over my head as a character. I think I've got no idea what.
Yeah,
the
none
hell's
of you
going
have seen anything like beyond the mundane.
Mm.
I mean, I've seen when you pour, what is it, soy sauce on a squid, and it goes and like wiggles around. I've seen that before, and I just think it must be something like that, something to do with embalming fluid or something that the physician uses on the body is done it's having a weird chemical reaction to it or something. It's not really alive. It's just like, you know, like when you put salt on meat and it twitches, or you know that shit. It's like one of them.
I mean, as a good Catholic boy, Paddy would realise that, you know, there are more things in heaven and earth than most philosophies dream of, and why can't this be some demonic incursion? I just going to go with the evidence of my eyes and say, yeah, well, it's Carlotti's body being reanimated, as per Warwick's note, by some demonic means, but just leave the plain straightforward explanation that this is Carlotti's body not quite dead. And there's other bits of it knocking about, like a torso, 2 arms, a head. Need to find them, burn them. That's what Warwick was trying to do.
It feels anything like me. There's going to be a disembodied penis as well.
Naturally,
Wielding a sword.
Wielding a sword. Okay, so I flick my lighter on, and Camilla says look up. So I guess I flick my lighter on and look up.
Okay. So looking up, you can see there is on it. Yeah. Is that play?
that's in game, right?
Oh, clock strikes
Yeah.
12.
I hear the clock here.
So as the clock somewhere in the morgue like strikes midnight, looking up you can see there's blood smeared across the ceiling tiles, and it seems to disappear up into the crawl space.
Yeah, give me a leg up, Paddy.
Aye, nobody's Benny. Here you go.
I'm gonna climb up into the crawl space.
Okay. Okay. Right. So it's quite, there's kind of like struts and stuff, and it's like I say, it's like a suspended ceiling. So it's quite difficult to. It's not like a solid floor, so it's quite difficult to move along to stay up there. But you can see, you can see the suspended ceiling. It goes across the entirety of this, of the morgue. There's like through the gaps in the above the rooms, so past the walls. Or the walls come up, but there's like gaps in between, and it's like this kind of crawl space all the way through. And you can see there's like blood smeared all the way along a trail leading towards or away from the autopsy room.
Well, I will call down and say that to them. Like, there's bloodstains going all the way through here. I think it's heading back. If I've got my direction right, it's heading back towards the autopsy room. I think if you head to the autopsy room, I'm going to continue going this way and then look up for me.
Well, hold on. You're the only one with the lighter, Benny.
Am I the only one with a lighter?
Well, I don't have one.
Oh, no.
Would I smoke? I feel like women would.
I feel like
You can
Having
make
a
it's 1927.
make a look roll then.
Smokes.
Yeah. It's good for you. It's good for the lungs.
Fine.
Plus,
Have you got a pack of cigarettes and a light in your handbag? Don't you have a thing?
Probably would. I'd have one of those extendable cigarette holders.
yeah.
Yeah, you've got some talent that allows you to do that, haven't you? To find things.
Yeah, you got resourceful. You could pull a torch.
I've also
could
got
do-
resourceful.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Get your torches out, for God's sake.
I'm gonna spend 10 luck and pull out a flashlight, Phil.
Okay, there you go. So you get a flashlight.
I've got resourceful.
Okay.
I don't have much. Oh no, I do have luck. Okay.
So yeah, spend the luck, and I'll give you a
So I
flashlight.
got a really good luck roll. Can I just find a flashlight in my bag?
No,
Dang it.
that's what
But I
your
have got
resourceful thing
a
is.
lighter.
That's what resourceful is.
Yeah, I'll
for.
let you have a lighter.
You can spend
I'll
10
let you have a
luck
light,
with
because the
resourceful
light-
to find one.
I'd rather spend it on a knife or something later.
So
Burning fluid.
I shall give you a lighter. So it's gonna give you a tiny bit of light. There you go. Which you can't see because of the torch. But anyway, there you go.
I'll start crawling through the crawl
Right.
space.
Okay, so give me a dexterity check.
Oh, that's my good one.
If you can make a dexterity check, that'll. Oh, I thought that was 100 then. Okay, so yeah, so you can quite easily make it. I'll move your token for you. So you quite easily make it over to the back over to the autopsy.
And is there a hatch like going down?
Well, there's no hatch, but there's like you basically can remove the ceiling tiles and
yeah, so it's just like the styrofoam square tiles. They're right that size.
yeah,
You get them. In
yeah,
the
yeah,
schools
that
as
kind of
well.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do that and shine the torch down, and you can see there's looks to be fresh blood, smeared around on the floor around the body of Dr. Warwick, and his head has been twisted clean off. And you can make a sanity roll.
Wow.
What the fuck? Oh no, that's a fail.
That's a fail. So you lose again. So you lose 1d3 points of sanity, and in your shot you kind of like lose it, and you just like fall straight through. So you fall straight through the tiles and land hard on the floor, maybe hitting the table before falling into Dr. Warwick's lap, and you take a point of damage.
Oh shit. Okay, where's hit points?
And you all hear this crash, a shout, and a crash.
Oh god. I'll probably take Paddy's hand, stick it on my shoulder, and kind of run somewhat, as much as I can in the dark.
You just hear me just crash. Ah, fuck, shit, fuck, ah!
Are you hurt?
Paddy.
Something's been in here since we left. Look, his head's been pulled clean off, man.
What the hell?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you
start
both see that, so you can both
frantically
make a sanity
spinning
roll. So you can see where Benny's like falling through this like mezzanine ceiling. Okay, Paddy is not affected if you fail. Yeah, so it's 1d3 if you fail. Paddy's fine. You fail. You passed it. You passed your sanity. Yeah, you passed your sanity roll.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you got a 30. You got 29.
Now I'm gonna have to have a real life sanity roll because I do not believe I passed that test.
So you lose nothing. You've seen worse. You've
Much
probably
blood
beaten
spread
people,
out.
knocked people's heads clean off the shoulders.
In fact, what I'm not going to tell Benny is actually it's probably the result of my attempted first aid. I probably.
Yoink! Oops! Yoinked his head off.
Okay.
Oh, so and there's fresh blood around him. Is there any?
Yeah.
In the fresh blood, is there any handprints? I don't expect to see footprints, but handprints.
No handprints or footprints.
Just a pool of blood.
And you can see, looking around, you see a long, fresh, bloody smear, wide, bloody smear up the wall and into the crawl space.
The one that I just came out of.
Yeah.
You think his head's moving around like those legs?
Oh no, he's oh yeah, no, right, yeah. I thought you meant the doctor's head then.
Is she dead? I think.
Oh yeah. The freshly removed head? Is that the doctor's head?
Well, it's the head here.
Yeah.
You said the head was clean off. Is the head just lying
Yeah.
next to her?
It's just like it's lying on the floor. Yeah, twisted. You can see the neck, the kind of like skin and the neck. It's like all been like just been twisted.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Twisted till it's like just pulled off. You can make a listen roll.
All of us?
Yeah, all of you.
It's not my strong point at all.
No, mine either.
It was mine.
3 fails.
All fails. Okay. Okay. So you hear like a banging noise, like something banging on a metal door,
Where from? What direction?
and then it's joined by another banging noise. It sounds like it's coming from the locker room, from the toilet, shower and toilets.
Legs are back.
The legs are back.
We need to find the incinerator.
Yeah, we do. We need to get them into it.
Did you not lock them in the locker? In the
We
locker,
did.
Ben?
No, we did. I locked them. I don't think they can break out. I think they're okay in there.
It could be some other parts of the poor Carletti fella. It might not be the legs. Do we go and check, or what do we do?
I think we need to collect up
I guess
these parts and get them into the incinerator.
Yeah.
I mean, our
And
job.
there's a clunk, and all the lights come back on.
Our job was to track
like,
down this doctor and find out why he's mad and to stop him going mad. But he's dead. So, like, is the job over? Is the job done? Like,
Done?
do we just
Benny, just hold on there a minute, Benny. Will we go back to Danny and say, oh well, we make sure the doctor was dead. In fact, he was killed by Carletti's severed limbs. Will they be putting us against the wall and shooting us if we say that?
Well,
tell
yeah,
them,
that's...
we can't go back to Danny with this. He's gonna kill us.
So what do we go back and tell him?
We don't tell him anything. We find limbs. You say we burn them, and then we don't say anything about it. It's not gonna. They're gonna waste us, Benny. If we say this, they're not gonna believe this madness ever happened.
You're right.
Yeah, and they did say the second in command did say whatever you find, want it cleaning up, want to make the mess, whatever mess the doctor's made, you want you to make it disappear.
We can't go back until this is all done and dusted.
So we find the incinerator.
Yeah, we find the limbs and then we burn them.
So, like I said, doors have got note signs on. So this door here that you're stood by, that says cadaver preparation room.
I think we should have a look in there. There might still
Yeah.
be little pieces of this body lying in there. Less mobile ones, like the torso
Mm.
or head.
I'm gonna go in with my gun ready.
Okay.
Yeah, also
I'm
with
going-
one ready.
Camilla's not ready as well.
Okay. Rightio. Okay, so opening the door, the lights on in here, and you can see where are we? So there's 3 steel wheeled stretchers. Kind of them things that you got the locking nuts on the wheels so you can stop them from moving. They're all kind of set up in a line, as you can see in the picture. And along one wall is an assortment of cabinets above a long countertop. There's a wheeled embalming machine stands in one corner, and a large sink and a steel bathtub in the other. Down here, that's the embalming thing. These are the tables, and these are like the cabinets. Yeah. And there's another door here that says cold storage.
That would be my best guess where the body might be. For the
Hmm.
rest of it.
Is there
I should probably
bloodstains?
stay until we know
Is-
what to do
Is
with
there
it.
bloodstains in this room, Phil? Handprints. Footprints?
There is. There's like no handprints or footprints. There is like there's like bloody smears along the floor, running along the floor and along the walls.
Is there any on the elevator?
There is. There's blood all over the elevator.
On the button for the door.
Hmm.
No, as if blood, as if somebody's tried to force the doors open.
Hmm. But they haven't managed to open it.
No. The you can see the elevators. It's like locked down.
Camilla's probably gonna start looking for other doors to try and find the incinerator.
Okay.
She's gonna order the other 2. You can check the cold storage, but I think that if there's any body parts in there, they should remain there.
Yeah, and we'll open up the cold storage and have a look then.
I go with Benny. We'll check in there.
Okay. So Paddy's going with Benny. I'll move Paddy's. Excuse me. Paddy's choking over there then. Okay. Right. So Paddy, hang on. So Camilla, you head down this way. There's two doors down at the end of the hallway.
Mhm.
And as you head down, it's so here you can see it says furnace.
Okay.
Here it says office, and you can hear a voice. You can't make out what's being said, but you can hear a muffled voice. Somebody speaking.
Can I go and listen at the door?
You can go and listen at the door. Yes. So meanwhile, in cold storage. It's 5. Okay. So there's a mess of blood, like crisscrossing, or back and forth across the floor. But it's like there's so much. It's so smeared that it's impossible to see, to tell if something's been in here and left, or if there's still something here. On one wall, there's a bank of wooden doors, 6 across and 3 high. These are the refrigerated drawers for storing corpses. It's got so unlike a lot of morgues that use ice blocks, this is actually quite a modern unit, and it's powered refrigeration units that are powered by electricity. But all the cold storage doors are locked.
I could do something about that. I'm a bit of a expert with locks. Let me try and pop one of them open, see if there's anything hiding in here.
Okay. Right. So yeah, give us a look.
Oh, just.
What's Paddy doing while?
Benny, what will you have me do? What will you have me do, Benny?
Just keep your eyes open and that gun ready, mate.
Aye, and that's what I'll do.
I'll pop these open and see if there's anything untowards.
Okay, so you takes a few minutes. You can make while he's doing that, Paddy. You can make a spot hidden roll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And maybe one day I'll make one. Oh my God, I made it.
Hey.
Okay, so that's a hard success. Excellent. That's what you need, a hard success. So you kind of you're looking around, trying to make sense of these these bloody marks all over the floor, and you happen to notice that there's a smear in a certain direction, and you kind of eyes follow the smear, and then you see underneath these drawers, there's kind of a gap underneath. You can see there's something. It looks like something crouched underneath in the shadows, right at the back, underneath the lowest of these drawers.
Okay. I say, Benny, I think I found something here.
And then the lock clicks and the door pops open.
Okay. And because I'm a bit trigger happy, I'm going to discharge around because I simply can't help myself. It's like, again.
Okay, so you can do that. You can do that with a bonus dice.
Bonus dice. Listen, how do I do the bonus dice, sir? Please.
You slide.
So you can.
Slider.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
So go to the combat tab. Go to the combat tab, and you click on your gun, and it'll appear in the chat. Then I'll put it on for you. So where do we point blank? There it is, point blank. Boom, there you go. So you just click on the firearms button there in the chat.
Always.
Ooh.
That is a hard success. If you wanted, you could spend 4 luck to make it an extreme success. When you get a critical with a firearm, it impales and it does maximum damage plus the damage roll.
It's not a critical though. That's a critical, not an extreme success. Extreme success is different.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, that's to say, yeah, an extreme success gives a critical.
Does it? Okay.
Well, you see, I know as a fighter that sometimes that jaw just lends itself to inviting your fist into it, and you've got to take the chance. You've got to take the moment, make the moment count. I will certainly be spending luck to hit this thing. I don't hit many things with a gun, so I'll try and spend some luck to do more damage than I would otherwise have done. How much do you want, sir?
So if you click on the thing on the card again, it'll open it up, and you'll see a button that says, no, not on the roll damage one. Just click on the on the green button where it says
green. There you go. Now roll damage.
Now roll damage. Yeah.
Let's hope it's an enemy.
Nice.
And that does 18 points of damage. Okay, right. So so you fire. Maybe the bullet, kind of at the angle that the bullet maybe ricochets a little bit, and you hear this soft thud, this soft impact as it hits something.
Meow.
and yeah, nothing happens.
What? I spent 4 luck on doing that, sir. Keep us.
Okay, so Benny, you're suddenly Paddy just fires off a shot. The bang, loud ring as the shot echoes in this room with all these this tiny room.
What are you shooting at, Paddy?
I don't know. I just started moving. I thought, and the thing got a little bit loose. I got a bit tense, and I just discharged around. And I'll
have a look and see what he's been shooting. I'll stick the flashlight under.
Okay, so you bend down and stick the flashlight under, and Camilla, you can give us a listen roll.
Okie dokie.
You kind of missed that. You must have heard that.
I'll hear that. But do I hear what's inside the door? I don't.
No, so you're just listening to when you hear this loud crack of a shot, which ruins any chance of you you hearing that. And you can make a either a spot hidden or another listen roll. It's up to you which.
See which one's better. Spot hidden.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So you failed to notice. You failed to
95
notice.
followed by
You failed to
96.
hear. You failed to hear the like ceiling tile that that falls to the floor behind you.
Mhm.
You failed to notice something dropping, something wet, red, and slick dropping down behind you.
Would I look in the direction of the gunshot that I heard? Though?
Oh, give us a look roll then.
I
Please.
knew you were going to say that, Phil. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so you look round just in time to see these red, purplish, glistening purplish red tendrils hanging down from this bloody mass of organs that wheeze and puff as though where it's like suspending itself from the ceiling. And this is what you see, and you can make a sanity roll.
Oh.
It is like the octopus thing with the soy sauce.
Oh, I forgot the leg covering the picture.
That's normal for me.
So you lose 1 point of sanity.
Lovely.
You lose 1 point of sanity anyway, and so you are stunned into inaction as it like whips out these tendrils towards you. Let's move it over here.
What is that then? Eh?
Bit of calamari.
Okay, so yeah, it's yeah, here we go.
I wish I had a blunt weapon.
The viscera.
35. That's a hard success. Yeah, it's the viscera. It's some internal organs.
It's about being intact torso is a false one.
Mm.
So it's a hollow guy.
I wonder if they hit the heart.
Oh, what's the
Maybe there's a brain walking around.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check this in the book. Right, so you kind of like look just like in horror at this thing as it whips down like so the intestines whip down and wrap around your neck and begin to constrict, tightening around your neck. You can't do
Whatever
anything at the
noise
moment.
comes out.
Well, go, yeah, maybe then. You may make a choked scream.
Although they're just arguing about what they might have or might not have shot.
Yeah.
And you take you take 3 points of damage.
Oh,
How much damage?
Was it a luck or a listen to see if we heard that?
I would say it would be a listen roll, I think.
Oh no.
No.
I think
No.
you're both really good at this.
I'm terrible at listen.
Oh,
Oh,
41.
I'm not even close. I'm not even close. He's close.
I heard nothing.
You're 31 luck away from hearing something. 11 luck away from hearing something. It's 37
you're
for
lucky to
me.
shoot something.
It's 11 luck for you. It's 37 for me.
That'll be fine.
You can't push a listen roll because it's passive.
Yeah, in this case it's passive. Yeah.
Can I push the noise I make? Just in case.
Okay. Right. So Benny, you lean down.
To have a look.
Why can't I deselect that? There we go. Yeah, you lean down and have a look and shine your torch, and underneath the cabinets, these drawers, this kind of little, kind of narrow space, you see this oozing blood in this rapidly growing pool of blood. See this?
Oh.
Censored. But
Is he so? He's got so. Where's he so? Is it? Are the organs left?
He was in good shape.
So
though,
you'll
yeah.
have to make you'll have to make a sanity roll.
Yeah.
Naturally.
He was in good shape, the boy, wasn't he?
It wasn't until you shot him. Yeah.
Some holes. I thought I had gone right through the gut.
Right through the belly
You
button.
did shoot him and then burn him.
Oh, I think I made it.
Oh,
Okay, so if you made it.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, so if you made it, you lose a point of sanity. If you failed it, you lose 1d6.
Uh-oh.
Paddy's too busy checking out his abs.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. Yeah,
They are really quite impressive, like.
I don't need the core strength to move as just at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, 2 points off your daily.
Fella, I've taken 7 out of 7.
Oh.
I've hit my
Oh,
daily.
you're taking 7.
I've hit
Oh,
my
Oh,
daily.
right. Okay, so that's you go temporarily insane then.
Oh shit.
So that's a bout of madness. No check. That's a bout of madness.
No check.
Okay,
No, there's no intelligence check.
No check. No. You only do an intelligence check if
Well,
you
it's
lose 5
at
or
a
more in
time,
one
that's
go.
Right, yeah, there's no check.
But
for
when
this
you
one.
hit your daily limit, that's it.
Why did I start with such a low sanity? Like,
Sanity you had.
I rolled the character randomly, to be honest.
Yeah, then what was your score?
I get a new phobia.
Okay, so yeah, you get a new phobia. I think you get necrophobia, fear of the dead.
Oh, great. Oh, that's going to be great in my line of fucking work. I'm an assassin. I literally kill people. Okay, new career as a florist incoming.
I mean, I presume you're going to make it through the night, Benny.
Yeah,
To have a career,
So-
you gotta get to tomorrow.
yeah, exactly.
So anytime you are exposed to the source of your fear, you will have another bout of madness. Anytime you lose any more sanity, you will automatically have a bout of madness.
It's fine, Benny. Everything here that's dead is actually alive. It's good. You're right. You're okay.
But I will say, at the sight of this, Benny has a involuntary action and still, he just goes drip white and starts backing out of the room and then turns and runs.
Where are you
leaving-
going, Benny?
Oh, luckily the lights, yeah.
And then he
Lights,
runs, and then I
oh.
run past a dead body.
Yeah. So you kind of run to the exit and start like hammering on the exit door. Okay. Right. So Camilla, this thing is like these intestines, the viscera of somebody. It's like some of it is hanging from the ceiling. It's other like one of his intestines is wrapped around your neck, constricting, slowly strangling you. What is your? So I need to put this in things. Who
Camilla.
acts first?
You remember those scissors you brought in your handbag? Because you're very
I was
resourceful.
just thinking that.
That'll be a resourceful check, I believe. Okay. Right. So you've got the higher deck. So you act first. What are you doing?
I will be spending 10 luck to find that small knife / scissors in my bag,
Okay.
capable of cutting whatever this is.
Okay. 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 So you can't reach out. It's strangling you, pulling you. You're
Opening my purse.
almost dragging you up onto tiptoes as you're fumbling your purse. You manage to pull out this pair of scissors. You're going to try and cut through the.
So, is it like wrapped around and then up as well?
Yes. Yeah.
I'll probably try and cut up as opposed to next to me.
No, so a cut through the thing. Yeah. Okay.
Has anyone ever cut like a human? Has anyone cut a baby's umbilical cord, for example?
It's quite tough.
That shit
yeah.
is tough. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
tough. It's like cutting rubber.
Yeah. So give me a fighting brawl roll.
Okay.
Good luck.
So if you do it from the combat tab and do it as like a unarmed one, that'll do.
Pretty good, right?
That is a fail.
6 points
You can
of
spend
luck.
luck.
Yeah, I think I will.
You're about to
There's
be
no one
hanged.
else.
Okay, and so I will give you a choice. You can spend, if you click on it, you'll see the buttons. You can spend luck, 6 luck to get a pass. If you make it an extreme, which you probably won't want because you're 34 luck, I will say that guarantees you cutting straight through it.
What does the 6 get?
That will you'll make you'll have to roll damage, and if you do enough damage, you'll manage to cut through it.
Remember what Oliver said, just saying.
Yeah. Is it just, do I need a hard success or extreme success?
Extreme success, so that will cost you 34 luck to guarantee just cutting straight through it. Or you can take the success and you roll damage and see if that's enough damage to cut through it.
I mean,
That's
look,
a tough
look at
choice.
this way, Camilla. I mean, even a modicum of success might weaken its grip.
How much luck do you have?
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Do you have 35 luck or
75.
do you have 75 luck?
Come on.
Do it. Use the luck.
Survive.
I will extreme it.
Okay, so you kind of like all of a sudden it's kind of like rubber. It's like you kind of like keep cutting and cutting, and eventually with like a final snip, it cuts through, and there's a squirt of fluid, of like yellowish acidic fluid that like burns your face as it splashes against you, and
Yes,
this
I take
get
a
like a
gasp
release. Yeah, like take a gasp of air and breathe in this foul stench. This like there's it kind of like this kind of gas that issues out as like it like makes this weird wheezing sound like a punctured pair of bagpipes. And then it just suddenly withdraws and pulls back up into the ceiling.
Okay. I'm going to take it from around my neck and slam it on the floor. And then say, help!
Do I hear her calling help?
Okay. Yeah, you can hear the calling help. It's not that far away.
From what direction?
You can tell which direction it's coming from this direction.
West.
But my
So by which time you're back?
doesn't my bout of madness
it
last
was
for 9
just
rounds?
So but your bout of madness was like a phobia, so it was just your involuntary action that made you run to the door.
Right, okay, so I can snap
away
out
from
of that and go towards Camilla.
Yeah.
Where are
So
you,
what's
Camilla?
Paddy doing? You heard that as well?
There she is.
When I hear, I mean, I've been pretty shocked by Benny just running away. So momentary fraud, but then presume there wasn't much gap in time between Camilla crying out. So I make my way to where Camilla's voice was coming from.
Okay, so you get as you cross him through into the autopsy room. You can give us a listen roll.
Is there any point? Okay, I'll do it. No. No point.
Oh, it's 7 points. You can spend 7 points, turn it to a success.
All right, I'll do it.
So click on the spider and it'll expand it. You'll see the button.
Right, come on.
Okay, so you hear like kind of like an electrical shorting noise coming from somewhere through the other door, from somewhere beyond the other door.
The other door.
Yeah, it's like this kind of like something sound of like some electrical short, like some electrical circuit shorting out or something.
Where do I think Camilla is now?
The other way. So that way. So Camilla's that way. This noise you just heard is coming from is over this way.
Camilla, I'll be a moment. And I'm going to go.
Okay, so I'll drag you over there. Okay, so the sound seems to be coming from this door here, and you can see the sign in the flickering light. You can see a sign on the door that says "Maintenance Room."
Maintenance room, okay. I'm coming through. I'm armed. So I'm big trigger happy. So Just surrender. I'll go through.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Right. Can you give me a spot hidden roll as you march down towards this door and pushing it open? It's dark. Okay. Right, and you're just about to step through when you notice, glancing down, and just from the light that's shining in from the corridor, it's like, again, so the light's light here is a bit dim and it's kind of flickering, but you just make out two bare live wires on the floor, just about where you were just about to put your foot.
Oh,
Just here.
they're live. Okay.
And look, but you can see into this room, and it appears to be like, it's the like where the main circuit breakers and things are, fuse box and the circuit breaker.
So Paddy, being a smart chap, is going to probably form the opinion that these outages of the lights are a result of something going on in here, and on that basis, he's going to want to venture forth. But now, what am I wearing on my feet? Would it be? What's on the bottom of my shoes?
Flip flops.
I mean, they'll probably would there be probably leather soles. They're probably leather soles, I would have thought.
Conducting material. Can we agree that?
It would probably be conducting material. I wouldn't stand on them. You can easily avoid them. You can easily step over them.
Is leather conductive, is it?
I was not sure about that.
I mean, it depends on how strong the charge is, if the voltage is enough.
Mm-hmm. I know if you're wearing boots with rubber soles, you'd be sound, eh?
Yeah, you maybe got hobnail boots on.
Oh no, yeah, that might work. I'll not take the chance. I'll just avoid. Now, have I got a source of light here or not?
Well, you can see into the room. It's a little bit dim because you've just got the light from the corridor.
All right. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna go and make sure Camilla's all right first, and I'm gonna see if I can borrow a torch if she's still living.
Okay.
And if she's not, I'll take it anyway.
Okay, so you're closing the door behind you or leaving it open?
I will close the door.
Okay. Right. So
you can have my lighter.
okay, so you start making way back. So we'll put you back through into the autopsy room. And so Benny, you get there and you can see Camilla's got like just pulling this this bloody, like, it looks like a bloody rope from around her neck and throws it onto the floor. It looks like looks like a hose pipe, or like it's covered in blood, or like a string of sausages.
And I'm gonna say, his bloody organs are moving around. They're in the ceiling.
I'll look up. Do I see them? The organs?
No, but you can see like this bloody smear across the ceiling tiles. When one of the ceiling tiles is missing, it's on the floor.
Hey, are you all right, Camilla? I think I know how to put the lights back on. I found a maintenance room. Maybe if we put the lights back on, it'll be a little bit easy for us.
While you two are faffing around, I almost died.
I'm going to take my cane sword, fella, and I'm going to poke it through the ceiling tiles adjacent to that one.
Okay. Give us a look roll.
It's going to get wedged.
Why luck, you motherfucker?
You're gonna break a live wire. Electrocuted.
Okay, so you start prodding the ceiling tiles while Paddy's coming over and like going on to it, telling something about the electrical room. And Camilla, you're stood right by this door now, and you hear they're here. They're here. You send some police officers. Send the police right now. Send them. God damn it, they're here. And Benny, you prod anything, and then this you prod it, and the ceiling tile comes down, and as it does, it comes down with a bit of weight, and this lump of like this tangle of viscera tumbles from the ceiling and straight down on top of you.
Oh shit.
You never learn, Benny.
I don't get a
Would
dodge
that
roll.
trigger
on
his
the-
phobia?
Would that trigger his phobia?
I know, because I don't recognise it
yeah.
as a dead body. It doesn't look like a dead person, does it? I've never seen the inside of a dead body like this, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it does. Yeah, I would be.
Plus, it's wriggling around and
Give him a
moving.
pin
It's no deed.
Okay, but it does. Apart from Camilla, it does provoke a sanity roll from everybody. So, which means if you lose a point of sanity, Benny, you will automatically have a bout of madness.
Great. Fucking failed.
So Benny
as
has a
well.
bout of madness. Oh, look at that! Paddy
Paddy's
loses 1
sound.
point of sanity. So you're kind of stunned. You're like, "Ah!"
How many points
Stunned
do
into
I lose?
inaction for involuntary action. You so you failed. So you lose 1d6.
1d6 you can't afford to lose.
Okay.
When he stabbed through the ceiling, did he stab it as well?
Well, not in any significant way, no.
I have another bout of madness,
between-
though.
You have another bout of madness. Yay!
Yay! A mania.
Okay. Oh no, we're going to roll that again. Can't have a mania as a phobia. Paranoia.
Can it be phony
Severe
Peter?
paranoia. Everyone is out to get you. Nobody can be trusted. So yeah. So everybody. So this as this thing falls onto you, or maybe you see it coming and you manage to step out of the way as it lands with a splat at the side of you and it starts squirming around like some like horrible like octopus type.
I'm gonna say
It's
you
some-
knew that was gonna happen. You knew that was gonna happen to me.
I didn't.
So these people, Paddy and Camilla, they've set you up. They've lured you here. This
Set me
was
up.
they're in with
You
the
knew-
doctor. This is all a setup.
You knew
Maybe
that
they'll
was gonna
battle
happen.
back once you're dead.
You knew that was gonna happen.
Will I hit him? Will I hit
Pull
him?
yourself together.
Will I hit him? Will I hit him? Tell me
I
will
think
I hit
we should hit the monster thing.
I ain't touching that thing. I shoot it, but I want to hit it. I'm not going to.
I'm
Okay,
gonna move Benny from it.
so Benny, you get to act first because you're the fastest. But yeah, these two bastards, they set you up. They've called you. They're O'Banion clearly wants you dead, and they've like brought you here to bump you off. Maybe
Right.
they're going to burn you in the incinerator.
Right,
The
so
weirdest way possible.
I'm not gonna choose to attack either of them. I'm gonna roll a dice, right?
Okay.
So even I attack the thing in front of me, and odds I attack one of these guys. Okay.
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 I attack one of these guys.
Okay.
You did this! And I'm gonna attempt to stab with my sword.
Okay. Who are you going to stab?
Paddy's closer, I think.
Okay. So Paddy, you can fight back or you can dodge.
I will fight back.
Okay, so you need to beat his level of success. So go on. So Benny, you roll. Do it from your combat tab with your sword key. And Benny has got a regular success. So you need a hard or higher level of success, Paddy. So you so do it from your combat
Please
tab.
get one. I don't want to kill you.
Oh, you got regular success.
And I need what?
You needed.
You need a hard or
success.
more. If you spend 36 luck, it will turn it into a hard success.
Oh shit, man.
Otherwise, it's going to stab you.
You're
with
about to
his
get
sword.
Take a little
stabbed if you
stabbing.
don't. It's just gonna be a wee stabby, just a wee gentle stab, just a wee friend,
Just a little nick.
just a wee
It
nick
might just be
between
a little
friends.
nick. Yeah. It might.
Take it.
If he kills you, he'll be
take-
running away anyway.
I would.
Okay,
I would-
so roll the
you-
damage for the sword king.
You're probably better taking the damage actually, because we've got hit points.
Yeah.
So you take 6 points of damage. Is that? I can't see
Yeah,
it.
it is
Yeah,
six.
6 points of damage. So 6 points of damage.
Now, how long does my madness
fine.
last for, or can I get away with it after attacking him
Oh,
once?
it's gonna last, so it's going to last for. Let me see. I'm going to make a private roll. Private roll. It is going to last for.
That's not good.
Okay, it'll last until I tell you it's not.
Ah, you
Alright,
son of a bitch!
Yes.
Straight off the HP, yeah, Phil.
Yeah, to take it off the HP, yeah.
Okay.
Son
You
of a bitch.
bastard, come here. I'm gonna break your fucking nose.
So next to act is Camilla. There's this thing squirming around on the floor.
Tried to strangle you.
I don't
I
know
mean,
what's happening between these guys.
Right.
You can hear a voice. You can hear a man's voice on the other side of this door, shouting like, "They're here! They're here! Come and send some officers now!" I don't know why I'm trying to do a terrible Irish accent then.
Are they trying to ask us to send officers, or does it sound like they're talking to
It sounds like they're talking to somebody else, but you can't hear another voice. So
Okay.
I guess you can. Are you focusing on that, or are you focusing on what's If you want to spend your action trying to figure out what's going up in that room?
I feel like this is not the first time these two have fought each other over a disagreement. Let's call it. Although she does know this thing's pretty bad. If Benny's got up to stab, I'm assuming he's moved from the viscera stuff.
So it's not. So it's on the floor. It hasn't attacked it. It hasn't attacked him yet.
Okay, I thought it was on top of him.
No,
I'm
it
going
just managed to step out of the way.
shoot the viscera.
Okay. Go on then. Yeah, roll it on the combat tab. So you got point blank range, which I've clicked on. So if you click on the roll firearms button.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Nice.
so it's a hard success. You can roll click on the damage button. That's
Almost 7.
3 points of damage. So there's like a soft thud, like plop, as the bullet like impacts it, and it kind of there's a little spray of blood, and it just kind of like passes straight through it, and you hear it hit the like ceramic, the floor tiles underneath, and it just does 1 point of damage.
Okay. Am I able to open a door as well on my turn, or no?
Yeah, I'll let you have it as part of your movement.
Okay.
She's not moved, so it'd be fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just open that.
Oh, so okay. So you can continue to move if you want. You've got you can
I
move
need
up
to
to
grab
8.
the viscera first.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So you open the door. Okay. So that's Camilla, and it's Paddy.
So I'm going to shove Benny's nose through his ear hole.
Fight.
Go on then. What's Benny doing? Is
Mine
he?
is involuntary because I'm paranoid and I think you set me up. You don't have to fight back.
He doesn't know.
Nah, he doesn't realise.
He's trying to help me in every way.
Yeah. So is Benny fighting back or dodging, or none of those?
I'm gonna dodge.
Okay.
Okay.
I got
So-
quite a hard punch.
Dodge. You need to at least equal. Okay.
Shit.
Oh, that's 8. So you don't need to. Wow, you both failed. Sounds okay. So you try and dodge out. You dodge one way, and Paddy swings
Both uselessly
swings the other
flailing,
way.
yeah.
Yeah. And then it's the viscera. So the viscera is close to 2 people. So who's it going to attack? It's going to attack 1 to 3 is going to attack Camilla, and 4 to 6 is going to attack Benny. And it's going to go for Benny because Benny's got his back turned. So it attacks. So the viscera attacks Benny. So it whips out its tendrils. Right. Okay. So it's going to get bonus dice because he's attacking with thing.
Oh dear.
Oh, that is a critical success. So that's maximum damage. Right. So yeah, these tendrils just like shoot out and like punch, and they're like almost like bony, and they punch out and punch straight through your back, and you take 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
Oh, it's got 2 attacks as well. You'll be clear. You'll be happy to know.
Great
No, it
stuff.
doesn't.
What did you say that was? 3 points, 4 points of damage, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4 points damage because it got a critical, so it do maximum. And then it attacks. It attacks again, doing the same thing. Thing. And
But am I not getting a
that's
chance?
another critic.
Am I not getting a chance to dodge these
no,
attacks? No.
No, because it's coming from behind,
Ah, okay.
so you don't know it's.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's another critical success, so another 4 points of damage as it just
Son of a
stabs
bitch.
these bony tendrils into you. So Paddy, you can see this going off as well. You see this thing like just like flick out these like sort of bony tendrils just stabbing Benny in the back. And then it is. Did we lose somebody? Or is that a message that somebody got? No? Okay. Right, okay, so it's new round. So it's back to you, Benny.
Wait now. Do you not have your Discord notification sounds switched off when you're streaming, Phil? That is such a schoolboy error, mate.
I do.
Fix
I always
that.
have them switched off. I never have them turned on anyway. They're always turned off,
Quite right.
regardless of streaming. I don't
So
have any annoying noises.
I think because I'm still in this bout of madness, I'm still paranoid that these two set me up. I'm going to make it random again. I'm going to roll one. I'll do
Okay.
odds. It's the baddie. 3s. It's evens. It's my friends.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
Paddy.
Nice and not enough.
Here we go again.
Aye.
So, are you dodging or fighting back? Is Paddy dodging or fighting back?
So remind me, Phil, what fight? How you fight back?
If you fight back, basically it means you land a hit instead.
I'm certainly fighting back.
Okay then. So
I missed in the first swing.
yeah. So roll on your combat tab on your unarmed. If you're punching him again.
Yeah.
So he's got regular success. So you need a hard or greater success. And you get a bonus. You're just gonna say you get a bonus dice because it doesn't matter. You don't need it.
He's done it.
Doesn't need it.
Oh,
Okay, so you roll
no.
damage.
Doesn't go.
Watch this, Benny. You'll think twice next time. You're swing for me, boy.
I wasn't thinking at all. I never thought once.
6 points of damage. Bam.
Damn.
You're not really disproving his theory of we're
Does
No.
does that maybe knock sense into me? Does that end my bout of madness? No.
No.
Great.
No, it says it probably validates
Makes it worse. Yeah. Now I'm not. Now it's not just paranoia. Now he is a bastard. You son of a
Okay.
bitch.
Look, I didn't kill you. Now, pull yourself together, man, all right? Or you'll never walk again.
Yo, it's Camilla.
Right. I'm gonna firstly yell at those two and say, "Stop fighting each other and help me burn this thing." And is this an incinerator?
It is. Yeah. So there should be. Yeah. There's the furnace. This is the furnace here.
Okay. Is it on?
It is not. It's an electric furnace, so it needs. You need to figure out how to start it up as well.
Okay.
I told you to follow me. Didn't I tell you to follow me?
It's back in that
I
room
can
where you
still-
were right here, wasn't it?
Does this look openable with one hand and the other hand around Viscera?
Well, you could. I mean, it will. You could do that. I mean, it's going to be harder to pull the thing because your strength is going to be divided between two things at least at first. But so what are you doing?
While it's distracted and attacking Benny, I'm gonna go in and try and open this.
Okay, so yeah, I will let you. I'll move you. So I'll let you. You can easily move in and you kind of lift the latch and open the door, revealing the interior of this furnace. But yeah, it's not a gas powered furnace. It's a modern electric one, and it will take a bit of effort to try and figure out how to start it up. It's not just a simple on off button.
But I feel like I could chuck something in it and then figure it out.
Oh,
And
you
the
could
lights
possibly do
are
that,
off.
yeah.
The lights are still off, right?
No, the lights are on. All the
the
lights are on.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. The lights are on at the moment.
So is that my turn, or can I get
No,
movement?
that's just no. That's you could potentially move back and grab it. You've got enough movement. Okay, so you're going to try and grab it. So give us a fighting brawl roll then.
Okay.
You can have a bonus dice.
Aye.
You rolled anyway. Oh dear.
Can I have that bonus
You're going to
dice?
need that bonus dice.
D10.
Yeah, just a D10. Yeah. Oh, so
She's
that
rolled a
means
10.
that's a 10 instead of 100.
Mm,
Okay, so yeah, you. Would that
That's
be?
lucky.
No, she needs
What's
7
your
for
fighting brawl?
7 for an extreme success.
Fine roll.
Okay,
35
so
is fine roll.
okay, so yeah, need a 7. Okay, so I mean, do you want to leave it to that? You can spend 3 points of luck to make it an extreme success.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So I will let you. So with an extreme success, you manage to grab hold of it as it's still trying to still attacking Benny. Grab hold of it, ripping these bony tendrils out of his back, and hurl it straight into. You hurl it through the door and into the furnace.
Nice.
So boom,
Nice.
Sweet.
and then there's a clonk, and the power goes out, and all the lights go out.
No.
Ah.
At least you won't be able to see each other to smack each other again.
Boom.
Although you've got a torch, so you might be able to.
Oh, shit.
Do we hear anything else?
No, you can still hear this. You can still hear this voice trying to convince the police. Trying to convince somebody to send the police. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide. And then you can make an intelligence roll.
Okay. I know nothing.
Okay. Right. So next it is Paddy.
I can't see Benny anymore, can I not?
You can because it's lit by his torch.
All right.
You can see what you can see.
Right.
Nah, I probably
You've
would have
actually
switched my
done
torch off when the lights came on, to be fair.
Okay. So you both plunged into darkness then.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see him.
No.
Camilla, will you put your light on so I can see this bastard and knock him out?
I'm not gonna help you do that. We need to close the furnace and turn it on. Can I
Get
try?
the fuck in, he's mad. He's mad. He's going to kill us all, so he is.
Can I get my lighter out and try and move back towards the furnace?
Well, I guess so.
Are we still in like turn order?
Yeah, we're still in,
Yeah.
still in turn order. Yeah.
Oh, it just went all
Oh.
black.
Did someone else open that door, or did we?
It wasn't me. It must be the keeper.
What's that? Sorry. Open what door?
We heard the door open.
This door?
Oh, yeah, I might have done it by mistake.
Everything just went black
alright.
for
When I was
me.
clicking. Yeah, sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. It's still black for you.
Now,
Yeah, I'll shut that door. Okay, so you can just see there's a faint glow coming from Camilla's lighter. What are you doing? Paddy, what are you doing? There's a faint glow from Camilla's lighter, so you can probably just make out silhouette of Benny in front of you.
are you going to stay down there, Benny? You're going to keep fighting, boy.
You set me up, man! You set me up!
We didn't. He said, "Yup, you're talking nonsense."
I'll continue
Stop
to
it, the both of you.
I'll continue to babble because I'm having a bout of madness, so I'm not in control of it. So I'm like, you've always had it in for me, and you've always known it. The pair of you're sneaky bastards. You're a pair of snakes. You set me up.
Camilla, come with me. We can't do anything with the lights off. I think I know how to fix them. Would you follow me to the maintenance room?
That thing's literally in the furnace. Can you help me kill it first?
How can we? We have to turn the furnace on.
We can
Well,
close it.
What?
Help me close the door. I'll do it myself.
Can we
I'll
close
make
the
her.
door? Keeper, can we close the door?
Well, you have to go and try. I mean, I'm not going to.
I can't see. Where's the door? I can't see the door. Anyway, he'll have Benny before he has us. Come to the maintenance room, will you? We'll turn the lights on. Come on, Camilla.
Hey,
Can't
can
do it.
I think Paddy said enough. That's your turn. Okay. Right. So Camilla, you hear something. You hear something wet slap as it hits the floor.
No. I'm gonna walk back to the furnace.
And yeah, you walk back and straight into this thing, like sort of slopping along the flopping and rolling along the floor, pulling itself along with hissing and wheezing.
Pick it up and chuck it back in.
No, because it's its turn now.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so yeah, so it so it fires out. It like lashes out with these tendrils towards you. You can fight back or dodge if you wish.
I will fight back, I think.
Fight back. Okay, so you have to beat its level of success.
Okay. Is Scissors fighting brawl? Or whatever
Yes, it
is,
will be. Scissors will be fighting brawl. Yeah. So it's got a hard level of success, and you have got
Not that.
Nothing.
no. That is a fail. So you would have to spend. You can't spend enough luck to get an extra high enough level of success. So yeah, it lashes out with its tendrils, stabbing you. Damage bonus. You would do that with damage bonus. Shit, I didn't realize I had damage bonus.
I'll just forget about it. It's fine.
I should do it that way. I did do it that way. Why didn't I do the thing? Okay, so that's that. Oh, there we go. Damage. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it stabs you for 6 points of damage,
Okay.
and then it attacks you again.
Oh
No.
shit.
And so you can fight back or you can dodge, but this because you're doing it twice around, it means it's got a penalty dice whatever you do.
If I dodge, do I have to match it or get better?
Match
Equal
it
or
on
better.
dodge.
Yeah,
It's easier to dodge than to
We-
fight back.
yeah. The advantage of fighting back is that if you win, you get to land an attack.
I'll just go down fine. I think.
You're gonna try and fight it back, okay?
Oh god.
That is an
Oh,
88.
dear.
Okay, so it whips out another tendril, and there's like one of like this bony extrusion is stuck into you. Whips out another and wraps around your neck again, starts to strangle you. And you take 2 more points of damage as it like begins to constrict around your neck.
How you doing, Camilla? Right. You see what the problem is here, yeah.
Communication.
Okay. And then it's Benny, and the lights come back on.
Hopefully.
No, I see you, bastard.
Now, if the lights come back on and I see this thing around her neck, would that
You
be...
can't see it from there.
I was going to say that might be enough to convince me that she's not out to get me and...
Oh,
Maybe the
just like-
thing's helping you.
Yeah, the thing is your friend.
It's certainly but no, you can't. Well, maybe you can see it, but yeah, it's doing you a favor.
I'm going to back up into this corner and be like, stay away from me, both of you, stay away from me, and just point the sword.
Okay.
While I'm like,
So
I'm
Camilla,
gonna, wait, is the light still off?
no, the lights
I can't.
the lights are on.
back
Can you not
on.
see?
So I don't see this. I don't see her getting strangled.
Oh, you can see it, yeah, because the lights are on. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d6 again.
Okay.
Odds. I'm gonna attack Camilla. Evens. I'm gonna attack the thing. Oh fuck. Right. Hopefully I'll miss.
Okay, so you're gonna have a bonus dice because she's.
Don't give me a bonus dice. You're the worst.
She can't can't breathe.
Oh, this might kill me.
This might kill you. I forgot to roll the bonus dice.
Oh, you might have to roll another one. Was that a nat or that? I thought you rolled a 0.
Regular
Oh, God.
success.
Yeah, it's a regular success. Yeah. So you can't fight back because it's
She
from behind.
doesn't get a dodge, does she?
No, because she's unaware of you. You're just about to stab her in the back.
I'm leaving it to chance. I'm leaving it to chance to try and play the game properly, and it's fucking hitting them every time. I feel so bad. I don't want to hurt them, but I'm trying to play it realistically here. Take 6 damage.
Oh, God. I'm still barely alive.
Oh jeez.
Too
Jeez.
HP.
That was the worst bout of
Okay.
madness you could have gave me, Phil. Paranoia.
And you gave him the nice sword, Kane.
Give me a nice weapon to kill
so
my
it's
friends with.
So it's Camilla now. So this thing is wrapping around, slowly choking the life out of you when you feel like a red hot pain of a blade stabbing into your back.
Almost as a relief, the choking.
Distraction and other pain. I'm gonna try and slice off the choking part again,
Okay.
and then I'll deal with the sword with my back later. Literal backstab.
Feels so bad.
It's part of Cthulhu, I think.
Okay, so that is a fail.
Yeah.
Luck. Spend some luck. You're running out anyway.
I need to not die with that luck.
So you can't. Yeah, that's one rule we're not using. You can't survive a certain death.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Use your luck then. Use your luck.
Yeah. Do I just need to pass?
Yeah, you just need to pass. Yeah.
I'll just use 8 then.
Okay, so yeah, give us a damage roll then. So with the scissors, it's going to be 1d3 plus your damage bonus.
Which is nothing.
Oh yeah, it's just 1d3.
Ta-da.
1. So you kind of like trying to cut through it. He's not quite kind of like snip it a little bit, but it's not cutting through it.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Not
Uh,
very good.
Paddy, what are you doing? So
I'm
Benny's backed up against the wall with his sword cane. He's just stabbed Camilla in the back. Oh yeah, in fact, yeah. So he's here. So he's just stabbed Camilla in the back.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my powerlifter talent to, if the keeper allows me, of course, to lift this object off Megan's throat.
Okay, yeah. So you can try and rip it off with a string. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
If you're going to fumble, you're pulling it tighter.
Okay, so you're moving over here, and you're going to attempt to pull this thing. You can't get to the thing itself, but you can try and pull the thing around the tendrils from around her neck that's trying to throttle her. Yeah.
So it'd be a strength check, would it?
It would be a strength check. Versus strength, you can have a bonus dice because you've got power lifter.
Okie dokie. How do I have the power?
And apparently dice because I've got a sword up your arse.
Yeah. How do I have the?
So when you click on it, it should give you like a slider for.
Okay.
And you had a bonus dice, and the okay. So the Viscera had got a hard level of success. You got a regular level of success. So unless you spend, so you got to beat, or rather, it's you got to beat its level of success. So unless you spend 28 luck, that is a fail.
You done it?
Oh wow. I didn't expect that.
No
so
fucking around. He's done it. He's done it.
So yeah, you rip. So you rip. You tear this thing. I'll let you do damage. I think. Maybe without the strength, but so you can roll 1d3 for the damage.
1d3 for damage.
Yeah. As you like tear, you just like grab this tendril and just rip it, snap it into. You just snap it.
Slow-mo.
Just just 2 points of damage. Okay. Right. Okay. So then it's Viscera.
Do it again.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, it just lashes out at Camilla again. Yeah.
I want
Another-
to try and dodge this one.
Are you going to try and dodge? Okay, go ahead and roll a dodge.
Very nice.
Oh,
Yay!
okay, yeah.
And then a second attack.
So it kind of a boss thing, so it can spend luck, but it can't spend enough luck. So yeah, you managed to. So you can move. So you can move. Make a move out of the way.
Is the sword still in my back?
I don't think so. I'm going to stab you. I guess general thing with swords, you stab something, you pull it out. You don't like just think so. No, it's not still in your back.
Me now.
If the furnace is still open, I'll probably move to the door. So
Okay.
I can
Okay.
push it.
Okay. So you move past. So yeah, you you kind of jump over this thing into the room with it.
And say, Paddy, chuck it in.
And next it's Benny.
Drop of blood.
Have I got over the thing then, Phil? Yeah, I have.
No, you can't. You can snap. You snap the tendril that was wrapped around Camilla's neck, throttling her.
Okay.
Benny.
So, do I hear the noises from the room next to me?
Not anymore. No.
Fuck. Could have used my paranoia to attack that instead. Okay, so I'm going to roll a d6. And odds, it's my friends. Even, it's the enemy.
This is why I moved away from him.
What no friends left, Benny? They're all enemies. Fuck it, Albert. Come on. Come on, man.
Make a new roll. If it's above 2.
Am I still mad? Yeah, Phil, I'm going to have to attack you, man. I'm so
You
sorry.
still had, yeah. You're still mad, yeah. I'm afraid. A bit to go, yeah.
Was it 10 times?
Oh, I've missed! Yes!
Yay!
I've
Who are
actually
you swinging
missed.
for?
You.
Oh, sorry. Were you fighting back? Or dodging?
Who are you trying to hit?
You.
You.
I'm fighting back.
Oh,
Okay,
no!
gives a fine brawl.
We're just gonna kill each other.
Benny, do you understand? I don't know what's happened to you. I think you're crazy.
I am crazy.
Gives a
You'll be dead.
fighting brawl. Yeah. And give a no. There's no bonus dice. So
Do me a
just,
favour and just fucking knock me out, like.
Okay, it's a regular success. Roll damage.
This is gonna hurt, Benny. Not so much.
6 points of damage.
Is he unconscious? Can he play on? Is he unconscious, Phil? Is he?
No.
I'm still
To yeah. It's...
Oh, I'm not still kicking by much though. There's not much left of me.
Oh, no.
I'm down to 25% hit points.
Kill each other.
I was a bare knuckle fighter, Benny. Why are you doing this?
Because I'm fucking insane.
Camilla.
Can I try and pick up this thing and chuck it into the
You
fire?
can try and wrestle with it. Yeah, give it a fighting brawl.
Okay.
It is going to attempt to fight back as you try to do that.
What is up with
Doesn't
that?
need to.
Oh my word! So it's got an 8. That's critical success. So it's you kind of grab it, and as you grab it, trying to wrestle with it, it wraps. Oh yeah, just wraps its like tendrils around your neck, and you take 8 points of damage.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, well, what do I do when I go below 0? My dead.
You fall unconscious.
Yeah, you fall unconscious. So yeah,
I
it's on.
went 6 underneath.
Yeah, no, you just go to 0. If you had a major wound, which you didn't, then it would automatically kill it. But yeah,
You're not dead.
you're unconscious, but this thing is on top of you. So this thing is on top of you, just like strangling you. So it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
No, let somebody stops it. It's going to kill you. So you go down. Yeah.
Who's he fighting?
Well, you know, Benny. Get that thing off, or I'm going to kill you.
So Benny can't actually probably can't see it. Well, anyway, maybe can. Okay, yeah. So because she's kind of like throwing these things on top of just like. "Ah!" And next to act is Paddy. It's Paddy. Paddy. It's Paddy.
I'll be back for you in a minute, Benny. Meanwhile, off
Please don't.
brother's neck once again.
Okay, so what are you going to do? What are you trying to do? Just pull it off?
I'm getting so angry. I actually gonna think I'm gonna bite into the fucking thing. You know, I'm fucking biting. I'm getting really
That is nasty.
upset.
Okay, so you just So are you attacking it then, or are you attempting to pull it off?
Attacking it, fucking right. But the main thing is to get it off Camilla's neck. I actually want to, I want to keep hold of it this time. I want to get off her neck. I want to keep a good hold of it, and I want to, unless Benny gets up and starts attacking me again, in which case I'll slip. But anyway, we'll get to that when we get.
Benny.
Just fucking kill me and win the scenario, guys.
Give me fighting brawl.
Fighting brawl.
Yep, and this one is going to be fighting back. I can see it's got no sneaking up.
Is it technically outnumbered because it's on me?
No, not real. Not when you're unconscious. So you got a hard level of success, and it got a hard level of success. What is your skill?
75.
In fighting brawl. 75.
75. I beat that motherfucker.
It's got 80.
Fuck off. No way.
Yeah, it's got 80.
I got some luck left. I got some luck left. Not much.
You can spend if you so yeah. Only way. So you're gonna have to spend 6 luck to turn it into an extreme success.
I'm gonna spend
Do
6
it.
luck.
Do it.
So click on the button and you'll see the button. You can spend it in the chat.
The Paddy Walsh button.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, you can see go down, grab and sink your teeth into it and just pull it from Camilla's unconscious, possibly dead body.
Yeah, both don't taste good. Fucking hell.
I'll let you can do give us a damage bonus roll. Just the damage bonus. Just damage bonus as you sink your teeth into it and just like tear at it like a madman.
And how would I do that?
What your damage bonus is 1d6? Is it 1d6? Bloody hell.
1d6. Come on, roll well, Paddy lad. Roll well. Come on.
Okay.
I never get a taste out of my mouth for 2 fucking damage.
Right, so you go in there and you're on top of that, and then it's it. So you've got hold of it, and it starts to wrap its tendrils around you. Okay, so it's are you well, if you want to you could possibly fight back. If you want, you can't. If you want to dodge it, that will mean letting go of it.
No, I ain't letting go of it. I ain't letting go of it.
Okay, so it's it's having a go at you.
It's a fight back, yeah?
Yeah, okay, fight back. It's got 74, so it's just got regular success.
Where have I gone? Oh, fighting brawl. Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Oh, that's it. You got extreme success.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you can. So yeah, you do damage. You don't do because you're fighting back. You don't do even though it's an extreme success because you're fighting back. You can't do critical damage. So you just roll normal damage. So it's your 1d3 plus 1d6. So don't ignore that. It's not critical. Let me turn it off. There we go. Go on then. You can roll it. Click on the damage button. So 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't bloody see the thing. It's buried underneath all the. We can do it there. Okay, so yeah, you like kind of tear into it, pulling it apart with your bare hands, tearing into it, popping. It's like popping its organs, and there's gas and fluid, like swallowing, gulping it down. And then it's Benny.
Yeah, watch it with his fucking sword, right in back.
You could either flee, Benny. Yeah, this thing is Paddy's wrestling with this thing. This thing's trying to throttle him. Camilla's on the floor, either dead or unconscious. This is maybe this is your chance. You could either stab him in the back
He'll
or out
stab
the
you.
door.
That's what he'll do.
Fight or flee.
Roll for it.
I'm gonna roll for it.
I bet he rolls a 1d6.
I'm gonna chaos roll. I am gonna chaos roll. So, odds are run away. Odds are run away. Odds are run away. Evens, I stick my sword in something, and then I'll decide what I'm sticking my sword in. I'm sticking my sword in something. Right. So,
Every time.
odds it's the bad guy. Evens, it's one of my friends. Oh, finally!
Oh,
Finally!
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attempt to stick my sword in the viscera then.
Okay, so you probably have to step into the room. So you push past into the room.
Yep.
And lunge at this thing that's kind of on. It's kind of on Paddy's chest. It's all wrapped around his neck and his shoulders. That's a hard success. If you spend 21 luck, it'll make an extreme success.
I'm doing it.
good man.
Nice.
I'm doing it. Extreme success.
And then critical impale. Click on the damage button.
Oh shit! I just unclicked the critical impale thing.
Oh yeah, no. There you go.
12
Total
damage.
12 damage.
Oh,
Boom.
it cannot be. It cannot still be alive. It cannot. It is alive, isn't it? It is.
It's still alive, yeah. So you run it through with your sword, like puncturing and cutting, tearing through multiple like organs.
Am I still insane?
But you were still insane. Yeah, you're still batshit crazy.
Oh jeez.
Camilla, can you make a? I think it's a Constitution check. I can't remember that. Give us a Constitution check.
Okay.
I'm going to say give us a Constitution check. Going to be kind. That's a fail. You can't push it. Oh, spend. I could spend luck, I guess.
11 luck.
Is this to regain consciousness?
This is to. Yeah, I'm going to be kind and say it's to regain consciousness. I'll be very kind and let you gain a hit point.
Rather than die.
Get 1 hit point back and become conscious.
Funny.
Okay, so you can give yourself 1 hit point back and you start to come round, and so you come round next round. Okay, so it's Paddy.
Having seen Benny seemingly have a change of heart, I'm going to continue with my ferocious assault on the viscera.
Okay. Okay, the viscera is going to fight back.
Fight back, motherfucker.
That's a hard
Hard
success. Very nice.
Also a regular success. Okay.
Quite some luck, viscera.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so give us a roll for damage then.
Come on, man.
Oh dear! No, he's still alive. He's still squirming.
It's such a soft punch on him.
We love that.
Okay, so it's its turn. So it attempts to strangle Paddy. Are you dodging or fighting back? It will be a penalty dice this time, I'm afraid, regardless of what you do.
I don't dodge.
Yeah.
Okay, you can try and fight. You can try and fight back if you want, but like I said, it's going to be a penalty dice.
I like this guy
I
a
don't
lot.
dodge.
Okay, so penalty dice, slide it to the left. Slide
I didn't do the penalty dice. That's a goddamn shame, isn't it?
roll another
It could have
d10.
been.
What do you want me to do, Phil?
Just roll another d10 from the dice tray at the bottom. Yes, for the 10s.
Yeah.
So that was a 70. So that means it's a 70 instead of a 40. So that's a fail, and that's a success.
Wait, doesn't
That's
Paddy
a
have like a
success.
75 on punch? No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I do have 35.
Yeah,
Oh, 75. So that is a success.
that's a
So it's
success.
a,
Even the thing.
oh, you're fighting back, so you need to beat it. So he's got a regular success, so you need a hard success. So you would need to spend what's a hard success? 75. So what's half 75? 35,
38.
37. You need to spend 38 points of luck.
2 luck.
I've got 8 points of luck
No, you
left.
need to spend 38. No, yeah, you need to spend 38. Shit.
Yeah, you got this is the regular luck. So you don't beat it. So that means it. Yeah, so it wraps these tendrils around your neck and begins to strangle. You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it begins to like try and stab you with the other tendrils. So it's got another. You can fight back again if you wish, but it's with again. It's
Of course, I'm gonna fight back. That's what I do.
so it's with penalty dice.
Keep forgetting that detail.
So it's 53. I got 53, and you got okay. So you got 41. So it's both regular successes. So you would have to spend. What would that be to a 4 luck to get it to a hard success, which would mean that you attack instead of it.
How much you want?
4 luck.
If 4 luck, so if you click on the thing, there'll be a button to spend upgrade to a hard.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
Might as well.
Quite right.
Yeah. On the Paddy one, yeah.
I can do it. There you go. I'll do it for you. There you go. Boom, hard success. Right, so you get to roll damage. So the roll damage button in the chat now. There. What's that?
5.
Why can't I see that? Oh, there it is.
You had
5
the
points
best
damage.
of luck
Okay,
with
so
damage rolls.
you just like rip it apart.
Yes.
Just rip it into 2 pieces, and it just like flops to the floor. You're covered in blood and bile, and this like pile of viscera just lands with a plop on the floor in 2 halves.
I want it in. I'm not happy with 2 halves. May I continue to assail it until it's in several more pieces?
You can indeed. Although it's Benny's turn now.
Now,
So this thing has been defeated.
having seen this thing now attack both of my comrades and having seen them both attack it, is that enough to snap me out of this paranoia that they're out to get me yet? No.
No.
Great.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's just play. This is all just playing to your advantage. You can take advantage of this situation. No, I'm afraid you got the maximum. You got the maximum possible for the duration of your madness.
Which is 10 rounds, isn't it?
Like I say, you've got. I mean, you can interpret it. You've got 2. To me, you've got 2 clear options. You can either take the fight to these traitors, or you can flee.
There's 2 of us, Benny, and I hit you quite hard.
I'm almost dead.
Yeah, I think at this point I am going to run away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your 1 round is gonna. I'll move your counter. So 1 round is gonna. You run back down the hallway to the door and start trying to get the door open.
Better part of Ella, better part of Ella.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm no dying today.
I'm gonna chase you in a minute.
I'm sprinting down.
Okay, and you're sort of banging on the door, and you can hear this banging coming from the locker room. The legs trying to batter their way out of the lockers. Camilla, you are conscious.
How much am I aware of?
Well, you wake up and you see Paddy just
ignoring it.
Just it's like a madman. He's covered in blood. His like face covered in blood. There's maybe bits of like viscera hanging from his teeth. And he's like pulling at his thing and beating it with his fists. And there's no sign of Benny.
In hopes that Paddy is still not insane, I'm gonna weakly say, "Put it in the furnace, please."
And I will do exactly that.
Okay. So yeah, Paddy, you scoop it up and throw it into the furnace.
Slam the door afterwards.
Okay, and slam the door shut. Okay.
Bolt
So
it.
I think that ends that combat.
Yay.
I don't think so. Benny's still around, isn't he?
Okay. So Benny, give me a give us a strength check, Benny.
Hard success.
Okay, so you managed to you managed to pull open, or rather unblock the door. The was it Camilla's attempt to like seal the door shut, and yeah, you can get out.
Yay, I run away.
Okay.
I hate doing it, but...
And you flew into that. Oh god, it's after 12. All right. Rightio. Okay, so yeah, Camilla and Paddy, what are you doing?
So the lights are out, aren't they?
No, the lights are on.
Sorry, the lights are on.
No.
Anyway, I say, look, just come back to this maintenance room. I think we have to sort that out. We know what we're doing.
Just watch out for Benny. He stabbed me in the back.
It'll be the last time he sees a light of day, so he will.
Okay, so well, I'll just move the Viscera token. It's kind of inside the furnace.
Both my friends had ran away. What a great session I've had.
So yeah, well, let's move you. Let's move you over there.
I love this game.
So yeah, so
Oh, look who's there!
he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, so you make your way around. You can see the door. The exterior door is wide open. There's like rain pounding, like blowing in from outside, making the floor of the hallway slick and wet. And yeah, you walk. Are you continuing around to the maintenance room?
Yeah, so he says, look, Camilla, look at this. Look at this. I'll open the door.
Phil,
Okay.
can you put my token back
Yes.
on the map just so I can see the map?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
It's fucking Benny again!
I'm not really there. That's just so that I can show the viewers the map.
Get him.
I think don't step on the live wires, Camilla. Just walk around them. And let's go and see what the fuse board at the back there says.
1 second. I'm just going to because I'm loath to have somebody sitting out of the game.
Oh, I don't mind, mate.
Oh no! It's I'm just
protection for him to get attacked.
so if you go to the actors tab, Oliver,
Yeah.
you will find you got access to something else. You can be my assistant.
No, that doesn't sound good.
Oh,
No.
fucking brilliant.
Laugh as well.
Oh, superb.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll in fact I'll just wait a moment. I'll just so
Oh, Phil, that's too good, mate.
let me just send this message to you.
You sending me a private message, are you?
Yeah.
In Discord or in Foundry?
In Foundry.
Okay.
Say kill him.
Excellent. The share it in Foundry, you sharing it with the viewers as well. I love it.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay. So what? So we can. Oh, well,
We're
you can
just
sleep.
going past the live wires.
Okay, so you step over the live wires. Can you? Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. So you both take the time to carefully step over these live wires. And inside, it's like I say, it's the main room. There's these huge, along both walls. There's these tall, like heavy metal racking, with like tools and various supplies are stashed on. And at the back wall is like the main breaker box. And there's a creak. And glance to the side, you see these two shelves teeter and then come crashing down towards you both. So you can both make a dodge roll as two arms push these shelves over.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
So you can both make a dodge roll.
Okay. Yes, okay. It's very well.
Oh, Camilla. Okay, if that's a fail. That's a better.
Oh my God.
Oh
We just
dear.
missed.
Some boxer you
Okay,
can't even dodge.
So let's see.
Poisonous line of work.
Right. So where are we? Okay, so you both take 1d4 points of damage. So Camilla,
I
you
take
take
Anything.
4 points of damage.
If I took one, I was unconscious.
Oh dear.
Okay, so yeah,
No.
this shelf comes down on top of Camilla, and the other one comes down. And are you spending unless you want to spend any luck? Because I am going to say with that critical failure, Paddy, I'm going to say that not only do the shelves come hit you, but you'll be trapped underneath it. Unless you want to spend some luck to turn that away from a well, you can spend
Can't
10 luck.
spend
to
luck on a
turn-
fumble.
You can with Pulp. You can spend 10 luck to turn a. Oh no, sorry, that's malfunction with
got that.
weapons.
You can't
That's
turn. You
malfunction with
can't
weapons,
spend
yeah.
luck on a fumble, Phil.
Yeah. No. So the yeah.
This is what you call a moot conversation, because I've only got 4 points of luck anyway.
Okay. So the shelf comes down and you take 1 point of damage and it traps you underneath it. So you will be able to get out, but it's going to take some time for you to get out from underneath it. As these hands, these arms come like So well, Oliver, you are the arms.
Would you like me to roll attacks? Would you?
What you were doing? Get your 1d6 out, Oliver.
Am I left arm or
So
right arm?
you're both arms. You're
I'll do
both on the left and right.
So,
They are,
so I'll do the
okay.
left arm
He's armed and
first.
dangerous.
You want to say?
Do
Hey,
the
it's up
left
to you
arm
whether you
first.
want to go left or right. So one's got a spanner, one's got a screwdriver, one's got a wrench.
Yeah, the left arm's attacking with a screwdriver.
Okay. So I was going to say you get bonus dice as well because Paddy's prone, trapped underneath the shelf. So if you want to roll another d10.
Oh Jesus! Rolled a 0-6.
So that's a crit. So that's maximum. Oh, it's a screwdriver though, isn't it? So it's an impaling weapon.
Yep.
So it does maximum damage plus the damage roll again.
So what am I rolling? The d6. So it's d6 plus 6, isn't it?
So the screwdriver, where is it? Screwdriver is
12 damage.
Is d6. Yeah, 12 damage to Paddy.
Ooh, now I start rolling good. Fucking now!
But how much health is Paddy? Oh my, Paddy's hardly taking any damage.
It hurts. It still hurts.
Yeah, and then the other one comes in and starts battering him with a wrench. Again, you got a bonus dice. Oh!
15, that's an extreme success.
So that's maximum damage of the wrench.
That's exactly
which
as
that's there's no damage bonus, so that's 5 points of damage from the wrench.
Bloody hell. And so you're out again, Camilla.
Yep.
So yeah, Camilla's unconscious.
Camilla's unconscious. I've ran away. You're trapped under some shelves. It's not looking good.
The next group of people are going to come looking for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be in parts as well.
Okay, so let's see. So Paddy, So you'll be pleased to know, Paddy, that your dexterity is better than two severed arms. So you get to act first. What are you going to do? You're currently trapped underneath this racking.
Well, firstly, we'll thank heaven for small mercies. And then we will, with our especially strong physique, we will hurl this racking off us with a degree of impunity. I mean, we're not. It's nothing.
Okay.
And if you, I mean, to push the point, I guess we could say, well, okay, what's my tough guy do? Oh man, I've got 10 points luck anyway. Okay, so I think we're going to do. I think keeper. We should be calling on the powerlifter talent.
Okay.
I am lifting an object here, am I not?
Yeah, you what? Sorry.
I'm lifting an object off.
You are indeed.
So that's a bonus die. So we're looking at strength.
Yep.
With a bonus die.
Indeed.
Now, can I add it on? I can't add it there. I just have to roll this. I'll roll the
You should be able to roll the slider. There should be a slider when you roll it. Okay.
Let's see that. So now I'll. Can I add a?
Yeah, just roll another d10 then.
I need 10. I don't know where that fall come from.
That makes it an extreme success, my friend.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. With an extreme success, and you push up this racking that's on top of you, pinning one of the arms against the wall.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thank you.
So let's see at random which one it is, whether it's the left or right arm. It is the right arm.
Okay.
Righty tighty.
Okay, and so it is. Well, it's one of the arms. They're both at the same time, so it's going to be the left arm because the. Well, it's up to you, Oliver. Is doing the right arm first or the left arm first?
I don't know. How does it go in the song? You put your left arm in. What's the order in the hokey cokey? Because that should be the canon order.
Okay, let's just left arm.
I'm going with the left. I went left arm first time. I'll go left arm this time again.
Okay, so it's a right arm that's trapped. So yeah, the left arm is free to attack.
Do I have a bonus dice?
Just not. No, not at the moment because he's not pinned and he's not currently outnumbered because he's pinned. Oh, I thought that was a 0-5.
So did I. That's a success.
Is Paddy fighting back or dodging?
What do you think?
Give a fighting brawl rolling. From unarmed. Sorry, do it from the combat tab. Don't do it from skill.
From the combat tab, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Paddy.
Oh, it's a fail. You can spend 3 luck. That's not enough. So because it's still a regular success. So the left arm. What's the left arm do?
Screwdriver.
Okay. Roll damage.
Oh fuck.
6 points of damage.
How much health have you got?
I've got 17 left.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
Yeah, well, he's hardly been hit, but else has been taking the brunt of the damage, and Paddy's taking next to nothing. Okay, so.
Just so you know, for the record.
So the other arm, so the right arm can spend this round, wriggling out from beneath the racking. Doesn't need to make a strength check. It can just kind of slither out. And Camilla lies on the floor. Okay, so back to Paddy.
So the arm with the screwdriver, I'm now going to grab it and I'm going to break the hand off. I'm going to wrench it back and break its
okay
devilish bones.
Like bend it,
and is
pull
the
it
arm
back so
fighting
the
back?
screwdriver goes back through it.
Is the arm going to fight back or is it going to dodge?
Oh, you tell me, Phil. I'm just rolling the dice for it. I'm not making its decisions.
Nice, yeah, decision.
I never signed up for that.
You were trained in attacking
It's going to
Paddy.
fight back. I would say it's going to fight
It's
back.
definitely fighting back.
Yeah.
So where we are.
Oh, so Paddy, that's a success for Paddy.
Yeah.
So you want to roll? You roll your damage.
bail for
Oh, you rolled it's because you rolled a skill instead of the thing on the combat tab.
Oh shit! Do you want me to roll again or?
No, it's all right. Just roll for damage. It's what was it? 1d3 plus 1d6.
1d3 plus 6, yeah. 1d3 plus 1. Is that the right nomenclature on the, or is that have to put the forward slash, do I?
Yeah.
You have to put a slash.
Forward
yeah.
slash 1d3 plus.
Forward slash R, then a space, then the dice.
Forward slash R space. Okay.
Oh, a bit
Okay,
better
so
that
9
time.
points of 9 points of damage.
Yeah. Do I break a few fingers off at least?
Oh, yeah, I would imagine so. I think he's really almost pull them off. The arm doesn't need to make a Constitution check.
Oh,
It's
okay.
okay. The arm can't fall unconscious.
Okay.
Okay. So then it is the arms.
No
it's up
longer
to you.
wield a screwdriver, presumably.
Well, yeah, possibly, yeah.
How was it going to wield a screwdriver in that?
Well, this one's going to be left-hand one is using the screwdriver,
screwdriver
so
one,
it's
yeah.
going to be. It's technically. I'll give you disadvantage on the damage.
Or will it just roll for unarmed damage?
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds fair. 1d6.
Is it
Yeah,
right arm, left arm? Why does it say left arm's unconscious?
He's not unconscious. He can't. He rolled a check because it took more than half its hit points, and so normally you would potentially fall unconscious, but an arm
It's
can't fall
automated.
unconscious. 1 point of damage to Paddy, and then it's the right arm with the wrench. You get bonus dice. You do get bonus dice because you're outnumbering him. That's a critical success.
Let's play again together sometime, Oliver. I'd enjoy that.
So that's 5 points of damage then to Paddy.
Oh,
He's been pushed over by arms.
just get slapped.
Getting late anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll finish this. Okay, that's Camilla snoring.
Oh, yeah.
That's back to Paddy.
Yay! Well, then, let's have that. But which arm's closest to me? Because we'll have that one.
They're both the same. So you take your pick.
Okay, so fighting brawl.
Yeah. Second one is it?
Pretty good.
Nice. I'll attempt to fight back. Which is this, the left arm or the right arm?
Okay. Is it left or right arm you're attacking?
Which was the nearest to me? Which was the last one to inflict damage upon me?
The right arm was the last
Right.
one to
really?
inflict damage upon you.
So I'm doing fight back, yeah?
Well, I've said that. Is the left arm looking more bedraggled than the right?
The left arm is looking, badly. Yeah, you're like broken all the fingers in it.
Now
Left arm, I beg your pardon.
So what the right arm's going to do instead of attacking is actually going to grab the live wire.
Okay.
And what then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Grab the
Jab
live wire
jab
and then
in
try
with the live-
and then try and jab him with it, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Just remind everybody here that just a couple of minutes ago, Oliver said, I'm just rolling dice here. I'm not committing crazy kill.
Phil told me to do it.
He's like that.
He told me to do it.
Okay. Right. So it's Paddy got a hard success. So the arm needs to get a better level of success.
Oh dear.
Jesus. Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
Jesus did indeed weep.
Okay, so that's critical. So that means maximum damage. Let's see. What was the electrical damage do? It is. Okay, right. So that is 7 points of damage, and you need to make a Constitution check. See if it stuns you.
So I take the damage first,
Yeah, damage first.
then con.
Yeah. Okay, so you're not
Nice.
unconscious. You're not stunned by the electrical discharge. And then it's so then it's the arms. Which arm is it? Oliver? Which arm? The right or the left
You
arm?
got the other wire.
The left arm
Yeah.
grabs. The left arm is going to grab the other wire.
Okay. Go on then. And what's Paddy doing? Is he fighting back or is he dodging?
It's him back.
Just hold a light bulb in your mouth.
So you need an extreme level of 6. Oh. Okay.
I've got 4 luck points left.
Yeah, you need you
You're
need
gonna need a
what were
few
you
more
fighting
than
back?
that.
So you need an extreme level of success to beat it.
I didn't beat it.
So it's not critical though. So it's so it's 1d6 plus 1 points of damage.
Oh, so on average, you should kill me. You killed me.
I'm sorry.
Okay. And yeah, so
Benny runs off into the sunset. 10 turns later, he's like, what?
10 turns later, he comes back to rescue his friends. He's like, oh shit.
about a minute or two, well, less than a minute, about a minute after a minute of running off campus, you finally kind of stop out of breath, and as you're like leaning up against a tree catching your breath, you finally come to your senses.
Run back
Okay.
and discover this scene.
Yeah, I would say you run back and you find Camilla and Paddy, dead
Crispy.
dead on the floor. Paddy
Which
is
sets off a phobia.
Paddy's body's still like twitching, smoking.
And I've
Did it set
got
off his phobia?
I've got a phobia
Oh.
of dead bodies.
Oh,
So,
that's
so I turn around and fucking run away again.
that's about a madness again. Oh dear.
Oh.
Significant. No, God, that's the. What's that? What's going off there? No, okay. Violence. A red mist of rage descends on the afflicted investigator and they explode a spree of uncontrolled violence and destruction directed at their surroundings, allies and foes alike. There are no foes anywhere, so I would say you just, at the sight of your dead friends or your dead crew members, you just go to town smashing up this room till you just collapse on the floor, exhausted.
Where the bloody arms gone?
Yeah, where they go?
Have they
So
disappeared?
searching the morgue, you find no signs of the arms, or the viscera. The lockers are both open. The legs have gone. And as you kind of looking, maybe as you're looking in the last locker, you maybe you go into the office. The door at the room at the far end of the hallway.
Yeah.
The door's open now, and you go in. And there's an office, and there's a phone hanging. There's a phone laid on the desk. The receiver, the handset of the phone is lying on the desk, and there's blood all over the top of the desk and on the mouthpiece of the phone. And you can hear a faint voice. There's a squad car on its way. Just hold on. The squad car's on its way. What's Benny doing?
Benny's just gonna jump out the nearest window and run away. And move to Mexico
Okay.
and never be seen again.
Yeah, the Albanians are after you now, buddy.
Yeah. I flee the country. I'm never seen in America again.
Okay. Okay. So, let's go back here. So, by morning, well, before morning, the police arrive and find blood and blood and bodies littering the morgue. The following week, there are stories, rumours, some hobo mauled on the university campus, a young couple parked up, scared half to death by something they claim to have seen, and your nights, Benny, are restless. And more than once you wake in the darkness, drenched in sweat, clawing at something gripping your throat, or eyes searching the shadows for the source of a scuttling noise. Eventually things quieten down, but O'Banion doesn't like loose ends, and your cards are marked. And it can only be a matter of time before you're dealt a bum hand. And does Benny flee then?
Benny flees to Mexico, yeah. Benny's never seen again.
Okay. So yeah, that will. Well, do you want to give us a bit of an epilogue of what since Benny's fled?
So Benny, well, he doesn't flee straight away. He goes into hiding for the first week, and he attends the funeral of his friends in disguise to pay his respects. He attends the funerals of Camilla and of Paddy, and then he flees the country, moves to Mexico. He opens a small bookshop / coffee shop, lives a quiet life for the rest of his life, always looking over his shoulder though. Never quite sleeps with both eyes closed again.
Okay, cool. And yeah, well, so yeah, we'll leave it there.
Brilliant.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
That's so good. Thank you.
You're welcome. At least, yeah, somebody survived.
And thank you to my fellow players. Sorry about the PvP.
That's very funny.
That was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna leave you with something else. So a few weeks later, in the alleyway behind Nolan's garage, there is a man with a gruff voice, lights up a cigar, and Two-Faced Coletti walks off into the night.
Ah.
Reassembled.
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 Lovely.